And a very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Bert Dancy Field as tonight the Flora Wolves play host to the Newton Eagles in Little Illini Conference play. Newton comes in with a record of 4-2, 3-2 in the conference, while the Flora Wolves in with a record of 1-5, and all those games have been conference games. Welcome. My name is Bruce Dickey. My color man tonight, it is, ladies and gentlemen, from Flora High School, a 1996 graduate?
96, nailed it.
96 graduate, please welcome. Put your hands together for Mr. Brian Wees Turner. How you doing, Brian?
Good to be back at the old alma mater.
All right, I got to ask, where were you knocked out conscious on this field? Where on the field as we're looking at it right now?
See, we played at Fairfield.
Oh, that. All right, it wasn't on this field.
Because our sophomore years when we went up and beat them on homecoming.
Okay.
The fourth and a mile to Frankie Lusk.
Yeah.
And then senior year we went down there, and it was 64-0.
Okay.
In our defense, though, it was not anywhere near that close.
64-0 is not indicative of how far apart the two teams were.
That made it sound a little closer than it was.
Well, that's good. That's good. Welcome back to Flora. And you're like me. Before this season, I used to do Flora ball games whenever they were playing in the NEC. And then after the NEC broke up, I quit doing Flora ball games for a while. You haven't covered a Flora ball game for a few years now, too, have you?
2004. I was the editor up here at the Clay County Advocate Press and did a few games then. Before that was WNOY. But they always had me behind the TV camera. They had the foresight to not give me a live mic.
Well, that's probably that makes sense until about 5 minutes ago. Right now, it made a lot of sense. You are watching us on Wabash Catch TV online at YouTube. On the Wabash Catch TV channel. You can also, I tell you what, we've got a new toy for you tonight. And if you're watching, by all means, go to your Twitter account and go find at Wabash Catch TV. That's our handle, at Wabash Catch TV. And send some information to the booth. Send a comment or question there. Right there it is. Be a part of the action. And send a question or comment, and Brian and I will see if we can't handle that.
This seems like a good idea until we realize BC is listening.
Hey, there's a filter.
Okay.
There is a filter. We're okay, so it'll be fine. We've got you met our filter outside. He's so yeah. Don't worry about it. You were speaking of history. You were going to tell me a little bit something about these two schools.
Well, these two schools, they haven't been conference rivals that long. But they do have a tie that goes back. These two
what would that be, about 12 years now?
Not even that long, because remember Newton was Apollo.
Yeah, Newton used to be in the other conference. That's right.
But there was two important things that happened in Clay County in 1984.
84, okay, yes.
I had my 6th birthday party. It was peak He-Man. I'm pretty sure that was the year I got my first Ram Man figure.
All right, I don't know who. It was who?
Ram Man.
Oh, Pram Man. Okay, that's from
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
Master. Okay, I got He-Man.
Had a pretty cool birthday party.
That's cool.
But it was the year before Nintendo, though, so how great could it have really been? But that was also
yeah.
That was also the year that
don't say that when I'm. By the way, don't say that when I'm taking a drink.
It's also the year that a man by the name of Rob Horse left the Flora Wolves and took a job with the Newton Eagles.
That was before he changed his name to Bob.
Yeah. Robert Horst.
Yes.
But since then, let's see, I'm 39.
Yes.
And in the
that was your
23
6th party?
Yeah.
Okay.
They've had 2 coaches.
Right.
Coach Horst and Coach Jason Fulton, the coach there now. So that's worked out pretty well for
That's
him.
working okay.
Flora,
Coach Horst was there how long? 23 years, something like
23, and Fulton's in his 14th now.
Wow.
So in my lifetime, and I'm not that young, since he's had those two, and that stability has paid off. Those two, 228, 134 coming into this year.
That's really good.
Horst is one of 3 Flora coaches that have gone on somewhere else and made it to the state championship game.
Now, who else would those be?
Kerry Martin.
Okay.
Who I played for my sophomore year. Coach Tackett played for.
Kerry Martin left Flora. He went to the state championship game at Harrisburg?
Carterville.
Carterville, okay.
Carterville. Which we buried that. I graduated with Coach Tackett.
Okay.
We were teammates together.
Wow.
But and then Mick Peterson was assistant here, who went on to Pontiac. But since those two have been at Newton, though, Flora is now on their 9th with Coach Tackett.
There is a lot to be said about stability, isn't there?
And the record has come nowhere near what Newton has put up.
Well, no, they have had their issues. I was looking at Coach Fulton's career numbers at Newton, 84 and 53. But the real interesting point is the last 5 years. Did you see what the Newton record is going into tonight's action?
Tell me, Bruce.
In the last 5 years, they are 50 and 7. They were 50
good?
and 7.
I'm not real great with math.
Year.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's really good. that's really so. Newton, and actually, this is the first year that they have had 2 losses in the regular season in about 6 years.
Yeah, the LIC has been good to them.
LIC has been good for Newton, and they've done quite well in it, and they have lost a couple of games this season as coming into tonight's action. They lost 2 weeks ago to Red Hill. Red Hill put it to them 30-6. And then back in week 1, which may have turned out, it's going to turn out to be one of the biggest games in the conference. It was week 1, and Paris defeated Newton 26-14. And the Paris Tigers are rolling along, aren't they?
Yeah, you and I are more familiar with the Black Diamond Conference before this year. So Paris this year has been a bit of a surprise to us. I don't know if they've been a surprise to LIC fans.
I think they have.
Yeah, but beating Newton and beating Red Hill, I know it's kind of surprised some people this year.
Looking down the conference standings, Paris is 5-0. And they're 6-0 overall. They're 5-0 in the conference. Red Hill is next at 4-1. Richland County also 4-1. They'll play Newton next week, and that'll be a big matchup between those two squads. Marshall is 3-2 and 4-2. 4-2
You're looking
overall.
at the week-old standings there.
Well, I'm getting the conference first.
Okay.
Yeah, Newton is 4-2. Okay, I usually give overall first. That's my bad. Newton is 4-2 and 3-2, and Casey Westfield 3-3 and 3-3. That's kind of surprising to me. They've been kind of struggling. They're getting back on the horse, aren't they?
That's a traditional power that's been down the last couple of years that maybe trying to get back up again.
And then continuing further, Robinson in at 1-5, 1-4 in conference. Flora 1-5, and they have played all conference games. Lawrenceville 0-6. Flora defeated Lawrenceville 2 weeks ago by a final score of 26-8, and that was a solid game for the Flora Wolves.
Flora Wolves next week have their non-conference game. They are at Carlisle, and then they close the season with conference leader Paris.
That's good. That ought to be a good ball game. That Carlisle game, because Carlisle they're struggling as well. They're 1-5 right now as well. That will be at Carlisle, and then the season ender for the Flora Wolves will be here. As Flora has 5 losses already, really no chance to make the playoffs. The Newton Eagles will be playing for playoff eligibility tonight, won't they?
Eligibility tonight, and looking to clinch in the last couple of weeks. They've got at Olney next week, and then Marshall at home week 9.
Marshall will be a good, they Olney game. They both ought to be pretty good
game. Those two are pretty evenly ranked.
Pretty good games coming up for both of these squads as they head off the fields for their final instructions. We will take a short break, and we'll be back on Wabash Catch TV for the Newton Eagles at the Flora Wolves right after these words.
Are you looking to start a DIY project or new home construction? Come see us at Zinc Building Center. We can help with interior, exterior, and commercial doors. Need some new siding? Whether it be vinyl, stone, or cedar shake, we can help. How about roofing? Call us for a free estimate on a metal or shingled roof. We also deal in lumber, cabinetry, paint, plumbing, and electrical. Stop by and see us on Route 45 in Louisville.
Come see us!
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdars are here to help, so call local and call Zimdars.
Welcome to the world of custom embroidery. Shirt Tales is here to service all of your embroidery and screen printing needs. From ball caps to teddy bears, we have it all custom made for your business or personal needs. We also sell Green Mountain grills and all the necessary products for your backyard barbecue. Call us today at 662-2451 or stop by 134 West North Avenue in Flora or visit us online at shirt-tales.net.
Hi, this is Craig from Salem Tire Center. Our business is getting you on the road and keeping you there. That's why we're a proud provider of the Michelin tires, including the Michelin Defender family, Michelin's longest lasting tires on the road. Stop by today at Salem Tire Center, Route 50 and I-57 in Salem, or call us at 548-5045.
Commitment. At Salem Rural King, commitment is serving your community the way we would want to be served. Commitment is a newly renovated store with more hard-to-find items for the whole family. Commitment is knowing that when you shop at Rural King, you'll find everything you need in one stop. Farm, home, sporting, automotive, clothing, and much more. Come on over to Salem Rural King and experience our commitment for yourself. 1410 West Whitaker in Salem.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
At Rollinson's in Salem, we take pride in offering American-made appliances by Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid, plus we service everything we sell. Shop our showroom of cabinetry and countertops. Not sleeping well on your current mattress? Hurry on over and see what Serta quality is like. Our flooring stands alone in selection and price, bringing you Mohawk brands that you know and trust. Stop in today and let us help you get the best results for every room in your house.
Life is made up of moments. We care about those moments as much as you do. We are Modern Woodmen, a fraternal financial services organization, member-owned, not stockholder-run. Since 1883, we've supported families, strengthened communities, and helped people reach their financial goals. From protection to saving to retirement planning, let us help you plan for those special moments in your life.
For career opportunities or financial planning, call me, Justin Harness, your local Modern Woodman representative.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Country Roads Realty goes the extra mile to take you home. Managing broker Jessica McCleary, along with Terry Weedman and Judy Reed, bring commitment, integrity, and results, as well as 21st century technology to the business of real estate. Virtual house tours are always open at countryroadsrealty.net. Call Country Roads Realty at 842-SOLD and give Country Roads the chance to earn your business and add you to their long list of satisfied clients.
I'm Mike Dye from Max Dye Incorporated. Since 1964, we've been doing business with one simple idea. Treat people right and they'll come back. So whether you're shopping for a new GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or pre-owned vehicle, or need service, we can help. Our qualified sales representatives and expert auto technicians provide you with straightforward, no-hassle shopping and service every time. Come see what we mean when we say hometown friendly, the way car shopping should be at Max Dye Incorporated in Salem.
Welcome back to Burt Dancy Field here near the campus of Flora High School. I've always wondered, I've always kind of called it on the campus, but this is a really nice little athletic facility they've built down here. How long ago did they build that, Weiss?
Before my time, so.
Really?
So I was the only junior that couldn't drive here for football practice. Didn't turn 16 until halfway through my junior year.
I
and
thought
the school's
maybe
several blocks away. So
I thought maybe there were several tickets or something involved.
that would come later. Yeah, I didn't turn 16 until November my junior year, so I rode down here with a couple of sophomores usually.
Well, that makes sense. Well, you see, it was always confusing playing that you had to come down here and as opposed to being by the school like everybody else's is. But it's, that's
School's
what you
kind of
do.
in the middle of town, so we
had
to come out here.
They've got a great facility over there. They got the baseball field, and they've done they've got this new bleachers. See, this is brand new this year.
Yeah.
What'd you think of this? This is the
like
first time you've seen it.
Yeah, it's the first time I've been up here since they did everything. It's the first time I parked at the new school right behind us.
That's brand new this year too.
Yep.
Well, maybe last
Couple
year.
years.
Couple of years. And the marching band over on the other side of the field about to play the national anthem.
Well, Bruce, we were hoping to see some fireworks tonight.
We got some fireworks. Yeah,
Literal.
they do a great job here. They have fireworks blow up whenever the Flora Wolves score, as well as during the national anthem. And the poor Newton folks in front of us didn't realize it, did they?
Caught a couple of them.
Caught a couple of them jump. They went to the ceiling, so that's pretty fun. This is a great night for football. Little warmish for Week 7, but I tell you what, we'd have probably taken the sun going down about this time 2 or 3 weeks ago.
I'll take this over what I got tomorrow, 1 o'clock game in Vienna.
You are in Vienna to watch the Fairfield Mules take on the Vienna Eagles, right?
Yes.
And Fairfield goes into that game 6-0.
6-0, looking to go to 7.
The Vienna Eagles will be
1-5.
1-5. The Vienna struggling a little bit this year.
Vienna was a team, I know Coach Townsend Townsend thought preseason could sneak into the playoffs, and that's obviously not going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
They're running the same double wing as Fairfield, though, so you never know.
Other games around the Little Illini Conference tonight, if you taking a look around, the KZ Westfield Warriors playing an Indiana team. They are playing Kentland, South Newton, Indiana. I don't know where South Newton, Indiana is.
Never heard of it.
And it says they're playing at a neutral site, so I don't know.
Had
Maybe they just
4
met in
different
the middle.
majors in college. None of them were geography.
Well, that's too bad. You've missed out. Red Hill is home tonight against Marshall, and that'll be a big game. Marshall 4-2. Red Hill going into that ball game at 5-1. The Lawrenceville Indians tonight, they are playing, well, check that. They're playing Robinson tomorrow. Lawrenceville at 0-6, Robinson at 1-5. That game at 2 o'clock tomorrow.
Winning Hams need a win there.
That's
Lawrenceville.
You aren't kidding.
Starting a true freshman quarterback up there. I say true freshman as if there's red shirt in high school.
Well, they really don't do a whole lot of red shirting in high school.
Not since Welp stepped down up here.
That's, you're going to get us kicked off the air. These, ladies and gentlemen, he's a Flora graduate.
That's why I can get away with it.
All right. Also tonight, the first place Paris Tigers are at home. The Richland County Tigers heading up there to Paris to take on the Paris squad. And both those two teams, well, Paris is in the playoffs, but Olney, a good chance to get in the playoffs. Coach Music's got a good squad going up there, doesn't he?
If Paris gets by Olney tonight, they're probably going to run the table.
You think so? They still have, don't they still have, Newton to play? No, they beat Newton first week. All right, who do they have left? Now that you've got me, you've piqued my interest. They've got Robinson and Flora. Yeah, Robinson at 1-5 and Flora at 1-5 going into tonight. So this might be the toughest game that Paris will play prior to playoffs in a couple of weeks.
Until Flora shocks the world.
That's right. That would be cool. Flora could do that. There's always the possibility. That's for certain. Flora, of course, has the large inflatable over there ready to go. Folks, the Wabash Catch TV covering all kinds of action for you next week. We'll be in Salem on Tuesday night as the Carlisle Indians, the Lady Indians, play the Salem Lady Cats in volleyball. And then next Friday night, down to Fairfield for Fairfield's homecoming game against El Dorado. What's El Dorado's record now?
1. So 5-1.
So they're 5-1?
Cesar got them early before Cesar got banged up pretty good.
I didn't know. So that conceivably for at least a share of the conference title next Friday night in Fairfield.
Should be. I mean, assuming Fairfield handles business tomorrow, they beat El Dorado.
And assuming El Dorado,
yeah.
And assuming El Dorado wins tonight, that would be.
Could clinch at least a share next week.
They've got the fog machine going, and the Flora Wolves set to head out here in a moment. Here come the Newton Eagles. Newton in their white jerseys with blue striping and white pants, blue helmets, a N with an eagle emblazoned on it on their helmets. Newton's always had that same uniform for years, and in those white uniforms, they look faster. They get speed all the time, don't they?
Newton's always had the speed. Of course, everyone remembers Levi.
Yeah.
Levi Richards.
Levi Richards.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of the kid's name who played played baseball and football at Illinois several years ago from Newton, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head. That's gonna bother me. He caught passes. I can't remember.
I'm trying to think. It wasn't Mendenhall.
No, Richard. No.
No, they had one.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Aurelius Ben either. If you're asking, but they did catch passes. Flora Wolves getting ready to come out. They have already had the fake coin toss, and so the officials and the teams know who is kicking off. We were looking the other way.
The professional radio crew right now could tell you who got the kickoff.
Good thing we're on television.
True.
The good thing that we are on television then. Newton Eagles come in, like I said, to tonight's game with a 4-2 record. Last week they defeated Robinson 30-7. I was looking at their scores to just to see how many points they're putting up, and they have only gotten a running clock one time. That was against Lawrenceville. And Flora almost got one against Lawrenceville, too. So hopefully, this should be a pretty evenly matched game.
So Newton is a run-heavy team, 209 rushes on the year, 84 pass attempts.
Hey, look at that guy. There's what you do, ladies and gentlemen. You send a tweet send it to @WabashCatchTV, and we'll make you a part of the broadcast as they've got that dude. That's one ugly dude with the peace glasses on there.
That's better than the real profile pic, though.
Yeah, you aren't a kidding. Thanks very much. I want to say hi to Smitty. I forgot to send him the information he's wanting again today, by the way. I need to do that to him.
He was debating between this, or he's got North Clay and the NTC baseball championship.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, yeah, I tell you what, if he did go that way, and I haven't seen him here, so have him send you updates, because I don't have his cell phone. Have him send you updates on that. That way we'll be able to tell folks.
I can give it out over the air if you want.
You already know?
His cell phone number.
Oh. Doesn't matter to me. It might matter to Smitty. I'm not sure. Of course, the erstwhile editor of the Clay County Advocate, right? Is that what that's called?
I like to call him the Wheeze of Clay County.
I would think more likely the Tommy Jr. of Clay County.
I will not tell him that you said that.
Oh, yeah, I suspect that's probably for the best.
Wheeze might have been offensive enough.
I tell you what, looking at the roster of the Newton Eagles, you said it, Wheeze, they are a run-heavy team, and it all comes around Mr. Good, doesn't it?
Well, Good's that quarterback.
I'm sorry.
He's got 80.
Mr. Aaron Buttery.
Yeah, Buttery. Would you say he might be slippery?
First one of the night. Yeah, he's slick. Yeah.
Won't be the next.
No, it won't be the last.
62 carries.
I like that one. That's a good one.
62 carries, 500 rushing yards, 8.1 per carry. Broke a 77-yarder. That's his long for the year.
That's a good one.
He's got 4 scores, not 7 years ago.
Wow, no. Frontier loses at the Leakenland volleyball tournament. They lose 3-0. 3 games to none.
That makes them 8-12 on the year.
Okay. Frontier had they had their sophomore night, haven't they?
Yes, they have. They played their last home game of the year.
They do a nice job, and they've still got 3 weeks of games. Who's throwing the ball? You said Mr. Good?
Well, Colton Good.
He's coming back,
He's
right?
coming back, yeah. He's their leading passer, 64 attempts, 31 completions, 420 yards, 5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
He was in the concussion protocol for a while. When he was out, was it Tanner Bierman throwing for them?
Connor Bierman. They threw the ball 19 times with him. Similar completion percentage of 53%, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks.
Of course, Quentin Smith, the quarterback for the Flora Wolves, and he'll be throwing all night long to Sean Wilson, Cole Young, and they will see what they can do. Cole Young back deep for Flora, along with, I believe that was 23, Andrew Conrad back there for, Andrew Conrad back there for, check that, 22, Daniel Lewis back deep for the Flora Wolves as we are just about ready to get underway. Newton will kick off. It is Giuseppe Cuccinella to kick it away. Wonder if Giuseppe Cuccinella is a foreign exchange student.
Sounds like it, but Newton has some
They have
a
strong, a strong community. Cuccinella getting set to put the football in the air. We are set to get underway. Again, Lewis back deep along with Cole Young. The kick is short. It's going to be grabbed at the 20-yard line. That is Conrad. Andrew Conrad heads up the left side, and he's going to get shoved out of bounds at around the 32-yard line. That's where Flora will begin their first possession this evening.
Flora likes to run a little spread option, but they are much more pass-heavy than run. Running games only averaging a little less than 3 yards a carry, so look for them to try to spread it out and throw it to four wide receiver sets here.
Yeah, well, the running game has been hurt by the loss of Andrew Pierce. He was injured earlier in the season, and he hasn't been back there for a while. So Flora does go shotgun. They have had a problem with snaps over the course of the season. Hope they don't have that tonight. As in the shotgun is Quentin Smith. He hands it off, and that'll be Grant Johnson heading to the left side. Picks up a couple.
Just a simple little ISO off left tackle there.
He heads to the sideline. He'll be bringing the plays in and out. Coach Tackett running plays in and out from the sideline. Andrew Conrad bringing the play back in as they'll be moving backs in and out. Conrad heads off to the left side. Twins left, twins right. One man in the backfield with Quentin Smith. Fake handoff. Smith's going to keep it. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe picked up a yard, but not much more. And running the ball against this tough Newton defense has been a fool's errand so far tonight.
That was number 77, Austin Bush, from that DN spot. Maintained his lane and his assignment and took out the quarterback.
Third down and a long 8, short 9. The Wolves have to get to about the 42-yard line, across the 42, for a first down. Twins trips to the left. 3 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Good snap. The ball goes to the left, and it is incomplete. Intended out there for Cole Young. A little bit high for him, and Cole couldn't bring it down.
That was basically an extended handoff, and that left flat there just needs to snap that pass down.
And Flora, with about a minute and a half gone in this first quarter, will be forced to kick it away. Back deep for
trying to see the punter's
Newton.
number.
The punt was from Austin Smith, and making the fair catch for Newton was Connor Bierman. We'll see a lot of Bierman in the backfield, as he's one of the big running backs for the Newton Eagles.
It's a quick 3 and out there.
Officials are an experienced crew. We saw them. Actually, they took their hats off for the national anthem. About 2 or 3 of them were sporting hair. That's about it.
It happens to the best of us.
It happens to everyone eventually. I formation behind the quarterback. And the handoff to the first man up the middle on a dive. Big, nice run there for Dawson Phillips. And he's going to have a first down across midfield.
That's just a quick hitter to the fullback, and he was 10 yards into Flora's secondary before anyone saw him.
That was Connor Bierman quarterbacking that first play, and now in for his first action is Colton Goode, Goode. And he's not going to be a quarterback. He's out on the flanker on the left side. So Bierman remains the quarterback with the I formation again behind him, Phillips. And he'll throw it this way to Goode. Goode makes the catch at midfield. He gets up across the 45 to the 44, brought down by Grant Johnson. Good catch by Goode.
It went up to get it a little behind him there, and I'm not sure that wouldn't have been a lateral, too.
I think it was. I think you're right. Goode running plays in and out of the huddle. With Colton Goode coming out of the concussion protocol, Brian, it's probably a pretty good idea to leave him without a whole lot of contact for the most part out there at the wide out spot. Handoff goes to Adam Bridges, and he is well across the 35 inside the 32-yard line. It'll be first and 10 for Newton as they are running the ball strongly here. Marshall Tarr brings in the play from the sideline.
That's basically just running it right up the gut, 2 of the first 3 plays there, and getting good yardage with it.
Getting outstanding. It's a big offensive line for the Newton Eagles, too. They are huge. You look down the roster, and they have a bunch of 280s, 250s. And Flora just jumped. Looked like potentially Max Thomason jumping across. Blaine Dickey. And, boy, I tell you what, here in the early going, watching the Newton Eagles, Brian, it doesn't look like you want to give them any extra yardage.
No. They're looking pretty physical up front right off the bat.
1st and 5 for Newton. Football to 27-yard line. And the handoff this time to the smaller one, Marshall Tarr. He heads off to the right side. He's still on his feet, and he's going to be dropped at about the 20-yard line. Picks up 6, enough for a first down for Marshall, right at just inside the 20-yard stripe. Our camera operators tonight, courtesy of North Clay High School and the outstanding audio-visual group that they have up there. We do appreciate everything they do. Chloe Kessler, along with Carly Blank, doing an outstanding job. We certainly do appreciate their help. Under center is Bierman. He's back to throw. Looks across the middle, intended for Jacob Stanley, and just over his head a little bit. Led him too far, didn't he, Brian?
Yeah, that's just a simple little 5-step drop, post route, and just missed him throwing a little heat.
Had a little heat on that. Well, you know, we were talking about how much Colton Good had been throwing the football. Colton is senior, and Bierman also a senior, but once the team gets used to Bierman, they might want to just stick with him. He's got a good arm.
Kind of handy having a 190-pound quarterback, too.
Yeah, that's big. Handoff goes to the second man, straight up the gut, and it is touchdown for Newton. 19-yard run up the middle from Adam Bridges, 6 foot, 190-pound junior, and Newton jumps out to a lead, 6-0 on a 2-minute, 20-second drive.
That's just right up the gut once again.
Where did that start? Were you keeping the drive chart?
Drive started at the 37.
Cuccinelli comes in to kick. Cuccinella. And the holder, I believe, is Good. Snaps a little high. They get it down, and the kick is good. With 8:20 to go here in this first quarter, it is Newton 7, Flora zip. We'll be back after this.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Newton, offensive line showing some dominance right there, Brian. They were outstanding.
Had 2 little quick hitters with the fullback and then come through with that second man on the touchdown run right behind the fullback and was barely touched.
Yeah,
Ran through one arm tackle.
They had the up the middle runs working all drive long. The kickoff is taken at the 5-yard line and heading straight up the gut, but losing his footing, Daniel Lewis, and he says, "Doggone it," as it is a humid evening and probably a little dew on that field as it cools off a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like they had middle return set up, and he tried to bounce it outside, and feet went a little quicker than he did.
He needed to keep going up the middle. He had another 5 yards before he was going to get hit.
So it always looks open on the outside.
Yeah. The outside always looks open, but then then we were talking last week as Salem Jacob Harness had a touchdown return or a kickoff return for a touchdown, just sprinted straight up the gut, and it's amazing how well you'll do just by surprising teams like that.
That outside run sometimes is like a high fastball. It looks so pretty till you realize how late you are.
Smith throws it out to the right side. The pass is caught and by Alex Weil. Newton went to the looked like they kind of tackled high. Both the guys tackled a little bit high. I was thinking there might be the potential there for a face mask.
Horse collar or face mask. That was just one where they read the corner sitting back and threw a quick shot.
2nd down and 7. Football on Flora's 27-yard line. Need to get to the 34 for a first down. Handoff goes to Johnson. Johnson, he's got a nice run going. He's going to be very close to the first down. I think he picked up 6, probably maybe just about a foot or 2 short of that yard to gain.
Picked up 6, but carrying a couple for the last half of that.
that front line for the Newton Eagles. They are an outstanding group. Bryce Hance out here on the far left edge. He's a Clay City boy originally, isn't he?
Yeah, senior, played basketball at Clay City, led him down the Wren Lake one year, but then moved to Newton.
Under center this time for Quentin Smith. They're going to try to draw him offside. Now quarterback sneaking. He's not going to make it as he's driven backwards. Wonderful tackle by Hunter Gray.
That's one right off the snap, looked like he was going to have it, and just stood up.
Stood up, shoved him backwards, and unless he got a good spot,
it's going to depend on where they determine forward momentum.
I don't think they're going to even have to measure it here, are they, Brian?
They're nope, they're already lining up the punt.
Going to kick it away, so punting for the Wolves, it's Austin Smith. And back deep again for Newton, looking at Connor Bierman. As a short delay here for some purpose. I'm not certain what's.
Don't see anyone down.
I was looking at the training staff for the Flora Wolves. They were walking around looking for something, but maybe an equipment issue for Flora's Andrew Conrad. He's in there now, ready to go.
Training staff's usually easy to spot. Look for the fanny pack.
Yeah, and a short punt. It's going to be a small shank, and it's going to roll out of bounds right at midfield. Newton again with outstanding field position as it was Caleb Prost back deep along with Connor Bierman, but those two fellas did not get an opportunity. So with 6:12 to go here in the first quarter, Flora needs to shore up that defense on the interior run and get a stop. You don't want to fall behind these Newton Eagles, Brian.
So even though you're a passing team, you're not that kind of explosive team. So, yeah, you got to be able to stay with them early.
I formation behind the quarterback, Bierman. He's got Phillips back there. He's going to throw, looks over the middle. The ball is through the arms of the intended receiver, Jacob Stanley. Well defended, I thought, in the defensive backfield, too, there. Didn't you, Brian, as Austin Smith was out there along with Andrew Conrad.
Forced the quarterback to try to thread it between a couple there. Had to put a little heat on it again. That one was lower, but it's still a tough one to handle. Ran a post route that first time and a little quick slant that time, shortened it up.
Football laying just across midfield. The handoff straight up the gut goes to Phillips, and he's got a lot of room as he bounces to the right. He's to the 35. He cuts down now back against the grain. He is still on his feet, and he's going to get inside the 20-yard line to around the 15. What a nice hard run in there from Dawson Phillips.
Yeah, Grant Johnson almost had him in the backfield, slips that one, then bounced it around a couple and picked up some good yardage.
All the way down to the 15-yard line of the Flora Eagles, or Flora Wolves, pardon me, the Newton Eagles. By the way, folks, if you have a question or comment for us, again, by all means, tweet us it's at Wabash Catch TV. Just tweet us your question or comment. We'd be glad to see if we can help you out. Handoff goes to the second man out to the left. Not a lot of room as Adam Bridges is going to be dropped. He picked up about 4.
That was straight out of the eye again.
Blaine Dickey in on the hit with the help from some of his friends also helping out, landing back. Number 54 and number 53. 5.5 to go here in the first quarter. It's already 7-0 in favor. There's a question. Is Weeze wearing his alma mater shirt tonight?
For the first time in a long time, yes.
Yeah. Back to throw is Bierman. Looks to his left. He's got a man. It is caught. Touchdown, Newton. Catch by Jackson Barthelemy.
That's a play you see a lot in the pros, that little back shoulder throw. You don't see that in high school a lot.
Well, especially from your backup quarterback.
Yeah, that was just threw it behind him and let him make the play. Defender never had a chance at it.
Barthelemy with the touchdown. That's makes it 13-0 in favor of Newton with 5:11 to go here in this first quarter. Set to attempt the extra point, Giuseppe Cuccinella. Good snap. The foot is down. The kick is away, and it is good. So with 5:11 to go here in this first quarter. Newton out to a good lead. They lead Flora 14-zip. We'll be back after this message. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop. I got to tell you, Brian, Bruce Dickey here along with Brian Turner on Wabash Catch TV. By the way, again, our camera folks from North Clay High School, from their video editing class, Carly Blank and Chloe Kessler. I got to tell you, Brian, you're 1-5. I would have almost gone for it there on near the midfield stripe when you were 4th and short.
It was a short. You are in negative territory there. And you're thinking you don't want to give him a short field, but then you have that punt that does it anyway. Punt.
Cuccinello's kick is a pooch. It's over to the right side, and it's going to be grabbed by one of the up men. A nice run back, a nice gather and run back for Trey Robinson for Flora. Flora will have it at their own 34-yard line, 35-yard line. That's where they'll start out this time.
So Cuccinello, 19 of 24 on extra points this year, but we've seen 2 short kickoffs. Makes you wonder if there's some coverage issues in the past, but they've definitely been pooching it
Well,
here.
We've seen 2 short ones, and then we saw one down to the 5, the middle one. And, yeah, that's – if you put it down to the 5, that's pretty good.
That's why I said it makes you wonder if there's some coverage issues.
Yeah, that's true, too. That's true. Quentin Smith at the quarterback spot for the Flora Wolves. Looks at the defense, hands it off to that. A good hole inside there for Grant Johnson as he's going to pick up 5 out to the 40-yard line, and a good pickup across the 40-yard line. You give him 6 on the play out to the 41.
Right side of the line opened up their best hole yet.
Making the tackle, was that Trenton Hance on that tackle? Trenton, the younger brother, I believe, of Bryce Hance, correct?
That one, you're going to have to tell me on that. I remember Bryce, like I said, he moved away in 8th grade.
Quentin Smith, quarterback, yells the signals, fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it and try to get around the right side, and he's not going to make it as he's dropped by the Hance boys. Trenton and Bryce both in on that tackle. A loss on the play of a couple. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 6. And, they've been trying the inside of that line. Hasn't worked really all well yet.
That's the second time they've run the QB keeper on that little option play there, and both times assignment football from Newton.
Yeah, they know where they're supposed to be, and as long as you keep to your position, you can stop them. You don't, as long as you don't get caught with your pants down. Back to throw is Smith. Rolls to his left, gets away with it, and the ball is incomplete, intended over there on the left side for Young, Cole Young. Well defended by Connor Bierman of Newton. And this time I have no qualms with punting. It's a 4th down and 6.
Smith had no time there. Hands got in the backfield quick. Had a hand on the jersey when he was trying to throw it.
Yeah. Dragging him down. You'd have to be Pat Mahomes and throw it to the left hand and then fire to be able to get away with that one.
Even as a Raider fan, I'll admit, that was beautiful.
That was a pretty play. Good kick this time. It's going to drive Bierman all the way back to his 20-yard line. He heads to his left. He's got the corner, and he's near midfield. Great run back, about a 29-yard run back. And, Weeze, you talked about it a little bit ago. I think that time, I believe that time that Austin Smith did outkick his coverage.
He did a little bit, but that was also a pretty good job of setting up that wall on the left side, and he was able to get to it, and Flora did not do their assignment there. Someone lost out second thing. Back to the I.
Back to the I formation for the Newton Eagles with under 4 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Yeah, that's right. Handoff goes to the second man, Adam Hunt Bridges again, and he just is rolling. He's going to be close to a first down at the 40-yard line. He does have a first down. They tell him to move the chains. Got to the 39, needed about a foot past the 40. He got 3 feet.
So they list him at 190. He runs heavier than that.
Under center, Connor Bierman for the Eagles. Handoff, kind of a delay, and coming straight up the gut, picking up good yardage for the Eagles.
That was one where they went trips left, single back, pulled a linebacker out.
That was Dawson Phillips. Kind of a delayed handoff to him, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't see if one of the guards pulled, trying to set up a trap, which you would jab step on.
Yeah, I believe you're right. I believe he did. Tailback this time, Marshall Tarr. He had an outstanding run in that first drive of the game, as Phillips is the fullback. Tarr gets the handoff, and he's not going anywhere this time. Good tackling up the middle by the Flora Wolves. Well done.
Tell you what, Marshall Tarr, 145 pounds. He still finished falling forward.
Right. Grant Johnson in on the tackle, along with Landon Back. Back just a sophomore, Johnson a junior. This is a young Flora team Coach Tackett has right here, isn't it, Brian?
Yeah, I know they're real young up front.
Then that makes a difference. 3rd down and 4. Big place for a stop here for the Wolves defense. Oh, and there's a jump. A flag will go down. Jumping across for Newton is Samuel Wheat, and that'll move it back 5 yards. So 3rd and 9. Inside the 40, what do you think Newton does here if the Wolves are able to stop them?
To me, this is 2-down territory, but I grew up the Tecmo Super Bowl era where kicking wasn't a thing.
Well, that's true, too.
That was when 3rd and 4 is a popular spot to go second hut, but you got to be disciplined.
Yeah, that's when you're trying to get the other team to be jumping across, not your team. So 3rd and 9. Handoff off to the left. Tarr has it, and he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as he is brought down and shoved down. He gets up gingerly, but he's okay.
That was
nice tackle by Austin Smith.
Yeah, it was Clayton Hagan, the backfield, that disrupted the timing on that, though. Didn't let him get ahead of steam.
So 4th down and 11 now for Newton. Looks like they are going to go for it here, Brian.
Check that. It was Dickey, 53, not 63.
I believe they will go for it.
Dickey's a good-sized boy for a sophomore. Must be a Dickey thing.
I got to tell you, for the kids' sake, we're not related. Back to throw, rolling to his right is Bierman. He throws it that direction, and it is incomplete. He was intending the pass for Kendall Ferguson, and Ferguson didn't cut in time. So the Wolves hold, and it will take over at their own 39-yard line. And that is where the Wolves will start this next possession, trailing 14-0 with 1:18 to go here in the first half.
Nice job by the Wolves defense there.
First quarter. Go ahead.
After getting punched in the mouth a couple times, stood there and come up with a stop.
They stiffened up the middle, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Quentin Smith, quarterback for Flora, looks to his right. That's where he is sending out to Alex Wow.
They got trips left now.
Trips left for Flora, as Brian says, and
linebackers coming.
Handoff goes to Johnson. Johnson with a little bit of room over on the left side. A flag comes in. That's in the neighborhood of holding.
Hans has been playing some DN. They blitzed him from the middle there, and that was his hole, but I couldn't see what the flag was.
Holding against Flora.
I wonder if he was able to shoot that gap and he just had to lunge and grab.
Yeah, I might have gotten ridden down by one of the offensive linemen. It is declined.
They blitzed the hole that Flora was running that.
No gain on the play. They declined the penalty. They want the downs. They want the football back as quickly as they can get it. That's a big gamble on your defense. That's usually you like to give them the yardage. Trips right this time for Smith. Smith throws it to his left. He hits his man, Jared Sons. Sons will get across the 45 and shoved out of bounds. Oh, they keep him inbounds at around the 46-yard line. The clock will continue to roll. Probably time for about one more play here in this quarter.
Trying to pick up the number of that left tackle there. I think it was Max Thomason got out pretty quick on that quick out and was lead blocking there.
After one quarter, Benton leads Massac County 6-0. Also after one quarter, Anna Jonesboro leads Anna Jonesboro and DuQuoin tied scoreless.
That's a big game in Southern
That's
Illinois.
a big game.
That's one a few years ago would have been about 10 pages on IHSS.
That's true. Fake handoff. Smith's going to try to keep it, and he's going nowhere on 3rd and 4. He's dragged backwards for a 6-yard loss. Great tackle and great penetration by Anthony Cameron for the Newton Eagles. That will do it for the first half. After one, it is Newton over Flora, 14-0. We'll be back right after these messages.
For over 43 years, Bandy's Pharmacy has been your locally owned prescription for better health. With locations in Salem, Centralia, Mount Vernon, and Irvington, our fast, friendly, and professional pharmacists will take the time to explain your medications and give you the peace of mind that you deserve. Bandy's is also the area's largest provider of quality medical equipment solutions, and with a huge selection of medical uniforms and supplies, Bandy's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment truly is your prescription for better health.
It won't always be new. It won't always be clean. It won't always be flawless. But it'll always be yours. So how do you know it'll be protected? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, take simple steps today. At Country Financial, when you're ready to start, we're ready to help. With auto insurance.
See me, Alex Atwood in Sisney, for your insurance and financial needs.
Welcome back to Flora. After one quarter, it is Newton 14-0. Flora ready to punt it away. That's Austin Smith set to kick. And he gets a good one off this time, and it will be grabbed by Bierman at his own 25. He goes straight up the middle, and he's but runs through traffic. He's going to get knocked out of bounds at the 50-yard line. It'll be Newton football, 1st and 10 inside Flora territory, just across the 50.
Did it again. They let Grant Johnson, number 20, only 135 pounds, but he's not afraid to stick his nose in there, even if he gets trucked on a couple.
No kidding. One other score to report so far. Chester leads Carmi 12-0 after one period. Two other scores, as a matter of fact. West Frankfort over Heron 13-0. West Frankfort's beginning to get some athletes back, aren't they? They're getting better in basketball and football. They had a down run there for a while. Boy, it's so cyclical. Back to throw, Bierman. He throws it deep, and it is through the arms of the intended receiver, Kendall Ferguson, but a flag is thrown. Ferguson was kind of held running down there by Andrew Conrad, wasn't he?
Yeah, Newton's run a couple of inside pass routes. That was just a simple straight go, and she, had to grab to slow him down, or that would have been 6.
Well, I was going to say, you'd rather give up 15 than give up 50.
6 points, yeah.
Yeah, and he looked like he was going to he was going to catch that and go.
That might have been a smart penalty.
Even though it was 15, it will be a first down. This is such a strange deal this year that pass interference is not an automatic first down anymore.
Although 1st and 10 it would be, but yeah, that's not a new thing.
A couple of years, it's not that long.
I think we had that at Christopher a couple years ago. We ran into that. And I remember we were at Christopher.
It will be 1st and 10. Really?
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Newton Eagles at the 35 of Flora.
I think that was before my software updated for that.
Two wide outs to the left, one to the right. Bridges in the backfield along with the handoff going to Phillips. He goes straight up the gut. One man to beat, and Phillips is going to have a touchdown. 35-yard run straight up the middle. And Newton's offensive line is dominating right now, Brian.
I believe if I was Newton, I'd just run it up the middle until they proved they could stop it.
Dawson Phillips, the 6'3", 190-pound fullback. And he has a touchdown for the Eagles with 11:36 to go. Say what?
I already forgot the yardage.
35. Cuccinella set to kick. High snap, he brings it down. Good kick, and with 11:36 to go in the first half, it is Newton 21, Flora 0. Back after this message.
At Back & Body Works Chiropractic, we help you feel better naturally. Our naturopathic treatments are for the whole family, from newborns to the elderly. We offer auriculotherapy for smoking cessation and appetite control. We use acupuncture to improve health and well-being in the mind and body. Our high-quality supplements are made from organic, whole foods and herbs for adults and children. We also offer exercise classes for women of every age, size, and fitness level. We are conveniently located at 101 South Main Street on the square in Louisville.
Call my mommy.
Yeah, welcome back to Newton. Pardon me. Welcome back to Flora, but it's just as well Newton right now the way they are dominating here in the early going, Brian. I tell you what.
All Newton, all the time.
I tell you, Flora's defensive line is going to have to pick it up or it will be a short evening. Cuccinella set to kick it away for the Eagles. It's going to be grabbed by one of the up backs. That is Robinson. And he'll be dropped at about the 39-yard line. Good solid return for Trey Robinson. And that's where the Flora Wolves will begin this possession.
Nice little tackle by number 88 there.
Anthony Richards sends us a hello. Actually, that's, I believe, a retweet. Appreciate that. How you doing, Anthony? Thanks for watching. Incomplete across the middle.
That's a low snap.
That's one of the things Flora has issues with.
They struggle with that early. So far tonight, hadn't had anything.
No, that's true. That's true. I believe it's a different setter tonight than it has been earlier in the year.
That's when you have to scoop it off the ground. It throws off the timing.
Well, it throws everything off when you have to scoop it off the ground, even if you're going to hand it to somebody as opposed to throw it. Grant Johnson in the backfield along with Quentin Smith. Low snap. Smith picks it up. He's going to run. He's got good yardage. He's got a first down across midfield, and he's going to be brought down at around the 45-yard line. Actually never brought down. How about that? Good strength there shown by Quentin Smith. Nice job.
Quentin Smith showing some flex off that one. That was another one with a low snap. Looked like it's going to be a busted play.
I think it was a busted play. Do you think he was supposed to run with that?
That's what I said. It looked like a busted play, and it just took off.
Yeah.
That's the most successful run they've had yet.
The blocking didn't go in the direction that everybody thought it was going to go, I guess. Here's another score to report. Cahokia leads Mount Vernon 6-0 after one period. Smith by himself now, empty backfield. And this is a pure quarterback draw. And he's going to pick up maybe a yard or two before being shoved backward.
Yeah, that last one may or may not have been on purpose. That one was on purpose.
That one was on purpose. Trenton Hance with the tackle for the Newton Eagles. Week 7 of the year, man, the field is in outstanding shape tonight, isn't it? That's what happens with all the heat, I guess, right?
Yeah, covering Southern Illinois football, or more Southern. I don't get to see a whole lot of great fields.
No, you don't. Salem last week was in outstanding shape. Beautiful field. And this one here at Flora is in good shape as well.
Reminds me a little of Carmine, who we just saw here recently.
Yeah, that's right. 2nd down and 9 for the Wolves. Have to get to around the 35-yard line, just across the 35. It's a low snap picked up by Smith, and he's got nowhere to go. He's going to be sacked. That's going to be Phillips, I believe, on that one. Yes, it is. Dawson Phillips, no time at all.
As he had a little bit of time. He had Cole Young uncovered on the right side, just couldn't get it out to him.
That's too bad. That's one of the things. They're just kind of peeling back their ears, Brian, and taking off.
So Cole Young come in with 35 catches for 6 games. I don't think we've called his number yet. Maybe
I believe you are right. I think you're right. Well, he was back to return kicks, and they kicked it to him once. And then they kicked short the other 2 times.
Trips right, single left.
Low snap bounces to Smith. He gathers, he throws. It is almost picked off. I tell you, poor old Alex Weil. That went through the arms of the defender, Jackson Barthelemy. And Weil was going for the tackle as opposed to going for the ball. Had he seen the ball, he might have had a chance to catch it.
Yeah, go for the ball, and he's got a gift there. Trying to thread it into an open spot that wasn't open.
4th and 17 for the Flora Wolves. And they will punt it away. Austin Smith, low snap. He gathers, gets it away from the defense, and kicks it away to Bierman, who gathers at the 16. Breaks the tackle. He's at the 25, the 30, and he continues to break tackles. But a nice open field work there by Alex Weil. Brings him down at the 35-yard line. About a 19-yard return there for Connor Bierman. Connor, a senior, 3-year letterman. Newton has 2 3-year lettermen on the team. Bierman, along with Colton Good. Good we saw a little bit of in the first series.
The 2 would be quarterbacks.
Yeah. Good we saw a little bit of in the first series. Has not touched the ball since. 2 men split out wide to the left, 1 to the right.
Pass.
Looking to the right, and for Good, it is overthrown. Well defended by Flora's Cole Young.
That's a Young just stayed in his back pedal there and turned last minute.
Saw the ball and made sure that he was ready to make a play. Had the ball been playable.
That's 2 straight now where they ran just a simple go route down the sideline. Look for him to come back inside probably here soon.
On the throw or running?
On the throw.
Yeah.
Or run inside.
Running's what I was expecting. Phillips, the fullback. Handoff goes to Tar. Marshall Tar. Oh, pardon me, that's not Tar. That is Aaron Buttery. And look at the speed of Aaron Buttery. Finally brought down at the 21-yard line. A gain on the play of about 45 yards. What a nice run.
So they've been running it up the gut with the big boys. We haven't seen Buttery, their leading receiver. And we've seen the speed on that one. Looked like Flora had the angle a couple of times and just didn't get there till late.
Couldn't get there. Outstanding run by Aaron Buttery.
Broadcasting a Flora game, I got to do this at least once. Mercy, Bruce.
Mercy. Oh, I got to say, oh, Bill. Pitched again to Buttery. He's going to cut back to the left against the grain. The Wolves will drop him, but inside the 15-yard line at about the 14. It'll be second down coming up for the Eagles.
Quick pitch right. He didn't like what he saw. Tried to slice back to the left. Sometimes you see that hit for a stop. Sometimes you break that for a big gain.
Gain of 6.
All or nothing usually.
That's right. Gain of 6 on the play. Buttery remains tailback behind Phillips. He's got Barthelemy out to the right. Handoff goes straight up the gut to Phillips. He's not going to get to the first down. He'll pick up a yard or 2 before being shoved backwards.
Ran into Blaine Dickey right there from that D tackle spot. Or maybe come down from DN.
He's been lining up outside there a little bit. I believe you're right. I think he's playing mainly the end, and he's got inside of him. He's got Landon back. Over here on the left side of the line, you're looking at Max Thomason along with Jared Sons for Flora.
So Flora running the 43.
Hand off to Buttery, straight up the gut. He bounces to his left and scores. Touchdown, Newton on a 13-yard scamper for Aaron Buttery, the 5'10", 160-pound senior.
Hey, they got
now that was slick running.
They got Buttery on a roll there.
There you go. You're better than me. Doggone it. Mine was a reuse.
I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be the first one that's used that one in the
I suspect
game.
you're right. Good back into the ball game to hold for Cuccinella. Good snap. Good takes it down. The kick away is good with 7:22 to go in this first half. Newton all over Flora, 28-0. We'll be back after this.
At Back & Body Works Chiropractic, we help you feel better naturally. Our naturopathic treatments are for the whole family, from newborns to the elderly. We offer auriculotherapy for smoking cessation and appetite control. We use acupuncture to improve health and well-being in the mind and body. Our high-quality supplements are made from organic, whole foods and herbs for adults and children. We also offer exercise classes for women of every age, size, and fitness level. We are conveniently located at 101 South Main Street on the Square in Louisville.
Call my mommy.
And welcome back here to Dancy Field near the campus of Flora High School. Newton all over the Flora Wolves tonight. Back deep for Flora. Trey Robinson now along with Daniel Lewis.
I think I found someone from Newton who would prefer they stop scoring.
Who's
the
that?
Cheerleaders. 28 jumping jacks there. Be glad they're not doing push-ups.
Better than Salem. They were doing push-ups last week. And the ball will be returned from the left side by Lewis. Lewis is going to get out to around the 23, 22-yard line before a nice open field tackle.
Ran a long way to pick up 8
Jacob
yards.
Stanley. What?
Ran a long way to pick up 8 yards.
Yeah, I was going to say he did run a good distance and good special teams work for the Newton Eagles. That's probably the farthest back that Flora has begun a possession, back at their own 23.
Next, when they kicked to the 5 early there, they had a decent return.
Yeah. Well, that was when Lewis fell down, missed a step. So, 1st and 10, Flora. They send 2 receivers out to the right, to the left. Smith in at the quarterback. Fakes the handoff, throws to the right. It is caught and running loose. Cole Young, nice job. He'll get out to across the 30-yard line.
There he is. We were asking about him last drive.
Yep.
Was able to slip the first man and pick up some yardage there.
Cole Young's pretty good. He's their top receiver, as you said, Brian.
That's a name that some are more familiar with in basketball, if I remember correctly.
2nd down and short. It'll be 2nd and 2. Smith barks the signals. He's going to throw. Looks to his left. Now he's going to run. He puts it under, tucks it, and he's got the 1st down and more. He's to the 40, the 50. He cuts back, and he's to the opposite 40. What a nice run by Quentin Smith. It's going to be a pickup of about 30 yards over on that left side, or the right side, after cutting through the middle.
That was a smart dismission by Smith. They were trying to set up a chair route on this left side. Wasn't there, and just tucked it and ran.
All right, explain to everybody what a chair route is.
Basically, you run it. It's an out and up.
Looks like
you run like a 5-yard out, turn it back up, and try to go deep.
6.5 to go here in the first half. Newton on top, but Flora driving. It's 28-0 in favor of the Eagles. 1st and 10. High snap gathered. He hands it off, and not much room there for Grant Johnson. And he is going to be dropped.
There's Hance again.
Yeah, by Bryce Hance, the 6'4", 220-pounder.
That's a kid that was.
They're calling him a defensive end, but he's been playing defensive. He's been playing
around a
linebacker
little.
most of the night, hasn't he?
He's belly end, lined up at tackle right now. I saw him blitz from a middle linebacker spot earlier.
All over the place.
If you got a weapon, utilize them.
Find a spot. Exactly right. Under 6 minutes to go here in the first half.
Yeah, it looks like a 3-man front right now with Hance at a nose.
Smith yells the signals. That's a draw. He's going to run up the gut, and they saw that one as well. He picked up about a yard, ran right into the arms of Blake Johnson.
Newton lined up in a 33 there. I wonder if Smith's just reading the number of guys in the box and tucking and running, knowing they only had 6. We still got to find a hole somewhere.
Check that. I think it was Trenton Hance making that tackle rather than Johnson. Is Trenton Hance 32, not 22. And the Wolves taking plenty of time getting this going. They are not going to get a playoff. They're going to have to call timeout, you would think. And they will do so. Probably a little tired. Flora calls timeout with 5:10 remaining here in this first half. We'll take one as well. It's 28-0 Newton. We'll be back after these. Have heavy rains done a number to your driveway and walkway? Call the Driveway Doctor, Jeremy Carter at Carter Trucking in Fairfield. The Driveway Doctor will make a house call, determine the pothole prognosis, and cure your ailing driveway and walkway. Carter Trucking prescribes riprap, sand, pea gravel, white rock, river rock, decorative rock, mulch, and more. Need dirt, grain, or even equipment hauled? Just call 842-2022 for delivery in Clay and surrounding counties. From Carter Trucking on Williamson Drive in Fairfield. Welcome back here to Dancy Field in Flora. We mentioned that we had Anthony Richards sent in a tweet. He retweeted one and he followed us. Thanks, Anthony. Appreciate it. Also, Nick Kronovich just sent one too, asking if the jersey still fits you. It's a what?
It's a smedium now.
Oh, okay. All right. Just making sure.
Or a halter top.
I got you. Throw to the right side is caught, but falling down, having to catch it, nowhere to go with it. Is Cole.
That was a completion for a loss of yards.
Yeah, that's had he let that go.
Yeah, would have been better off skipping it.
Would have been better off. Because I don't think it wasn't going to be a lateral, was it, Brian?
I think it was forward, but still for a loss of yards.
So 4th down and 13. Football at the 46-yard line of Newton, and Flora will have to punt it away. Set to kick is Austin Smith. 13 yards to go, too. The kick is away. It's a good one. It's going to roll, take a Flora roll out of bounds.
Was that 27-ish?
At about the 28-yard line. Actually, not as good a kick as I thought. I thought it's going to end up at about a 19-yard punt.
I think he was lined up pretty deep. So
but also, Brian, he kicked it away from Connor Bierman.
That's always a wise choice.
That's pretty wise. Yeah, that makes some sense. So, 1st and 10, Newton. You're watching Flora football here on Wabash Catch TV. I'm Bruce Dickey. That is Brian Turner. And the quarterback is Connor Bierman for the Newton Eagles. He's got Phillips at the fullback. And he hands it to the tailback. Not much room there, and a flag. And I believe you're right. Tailback was Aaron Buttery, who just scored their last possession.
Flora made a good stop there, but then shot themselves in the foot.
They sure did, as they the gang tackling came over and went a little high, didn't they? Personal foul, face mask, that'll add 15. I smell a skunk.
Yeah.
Wonder where that is.
It smells a little like El Dorado.
Brian, you have feelings on El Dorado.
Yes, I do.
1st and 10 for Newton at their own 45-yard line. 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Clock on the roll. Bierman fakes the handoff one way. He gives it to Buttery the other direction. He's across midfield. He's got 1st down yardage before dropped at about the 42 of Flora.
That's the first time I can remember seeing that counter run out of that eye. Started off looking right and then come back left with the second guy.
Give him the 41-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10.
It's another one I didn't see it, but I'm going to assume the right guard was pulling across the center there.
Well, it was kind of far away. One man split out wide right, one to the left. The I formation again behind the quarterback. Head off to Buttery again, straight up the gut. He's going to pick up a couple, maybe 3 yards. Gets across the 38-yard line to between the 38 and the 37. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for Newton. Nice job by the interior that time on the tackle. What'd you say?
Said Flora came up, number 26 there came up and put a pretty good lick on him.
That's Smith, Austin Smith.
Of course, Buttery was still able to spin out of a little bit and pick up a couple extra falling.
Buttery, the tailback again. Change in fullbacks. That's Jake Rice, and Buttery will pick up. He may not have gotten back to the line of scrimmage there. Has a great job in on there on the tackles, Max Thomason. with some help.
That was
Jared Sons.
88. Trenton Boyer, I believe, came up underneath.
There you go. So, big play here for the Flora defense. It's 3rd and 5. 2.5 minutes to go here in this first half. Newton does have all 3 timeouts remaining. Buttery will try to get around the left side, and he's dragged down. Great job again by Trenton Boyer.
That's probably the best back-to-back defensive plays from the Flora Wolves yet.
He grabbed that jersey, and he wasn't letting Buttery go anywhere. So, under 2 minutes to go.
Just 2-down territory
Yeah,
here. So
Newton's going to go for it. Football laying on the 37. They need to get near the 30. Just across probably the 31 for a first down. I am kind of surprised that they haven't called any timeouts yet, but with the whole pocket full left, maybe that's why they're waiting. Fake handoff, back to throw is Bierman. He overthrows his intended receiver, intended for Colton Good, pardon me.
I think that's second time on 4th down and 4th and medium, they've gone with the pass.
Yeah.
They've been picking up 6 or 7 on a run, so it's 50-50 there.
And Good was in position. Had it been a better pass, he would have made the first down had he caught it.
Newton was a team coming in on the year, only 25 of 55 on 3rd down, but on 12 4th downs going for it, converted 11 times.
Wow.
So they're 2 tonight, they have not.
Nice job, Flora Wolves defense.
Yeah, doubled their season total.
Exactly right. Tripled it.
Tripled it on the season, yeah.
So Smith in at quarterback for Flora. Minute and a half to go. They do have 2 timeouts. Heading off to the left is Jared Sons. Gets a block, and he's going to pick up a few yards. That's flag, however, is down in the backfield.
See a flag from the back judge that quick, it's always a hold.
Yeah, it is holding. As the white hat will head over and discuss. He already found out what Jason Fulton wanted him to do, didn't he? Yeah, let's take this one, he says. Fulton let one go earlier, but this one he's taking. And actually from the spot of the foul, which was 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage, that turns that into a 13-yard penalty.
Yeah, holding is a spot foul. That's awful quick to be 5 yards deep and holding.
Right. And I think it was behind the play, Brian. That's the troubling thing. Handoff on the delay, straight up the gut is Sons. Jared Sons. Did the ball come loose? Looks like Flora fell on it.
That's one 1st and 23. You tried that quick hitter, hoping to catch him off guard, and you about cost the ball up.
Yeah. They're still trying to sort things off. Nobody has stopped the clock.
I think it did come out. I think they're calling them down. See that ball come loose. It usually takes a little longer to sort the pile. Of course, the clock's running while they're doing it.
Anna Jonesboro and DuQuoin, 4 minutes left in the second period. It's tied up 7 points apiece. The Cats are playing the Orphans. I don't know which Cats that would be playing Centralia. It's not Salem. They've already played them.
We had it earlier, if I remember correctly.
They lead Centralia 14-7.
Is that Marion?
I think you're right.
That'd be
the
Kerry
Wildcats.
Martin squad.
Smith throws over the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended for Daniel Lewis.
That would have got him back at least to the original yardage there.
DuQuoin now up 14-7 over Anna Jonesboro. That's a pretty big game. Those two teams having a good year.
Yeah.
Benton leads Massac County 6-0. Massac County, are they looking for their first win still?
See, with the years when Johnny Warren's not there, I don't pay that close of attention.
I think they are, as they will be playing Salem in a couple of weeks. Salem playing Carlisle tonight in a non-conference matchup. Handoff straight up the gut. Nice room and still on his feet. Good run for Jared Sons, and that will most likely.
Someone called a timeout.
They are going to make Flora punt as Newton takes a timeout with 16 seconds to go. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back after this message. Dan's Electric in Flora, Fairfield, and Noble is always ready to help you, whether the days and nights are frosty and cold or hot and humid. As a supplier and servicer of all major HVAC brands, Dan's experienced and licensed technicians are ready to get to work for you. Take care of your interior comfort with affordable heating, cooling, electrical, geothermal, and generator systems with reliable customer service from Dan's Electric. And welcome back here to Flora, Burt Dancy Field, as the Newton Eagles dominating so far tonight. They lead 28-0 with 16 seconds remaining here in this first half. Back deep for Newton to return it is Ethan Zumbalin.
We forgot to ask about that one.
Yeah, we did. Check that. That's number 80. I don't have an 80. The kick is a short one, and it takes a Newton bounce, a Flora bounce, across midfield. Newton will have one play or so with 6.6 seconds to go from the 49-yard line.
Do you try a quick hitter up the middle, or do you just kneel on it here?
Well, you made him punt. You better try something, right?
Unless you were trying to get after the punter there.
They made
it didn't look like they brought a lot of pressure.
I did not miss an 80. All right, just making sure. 6 seconds to go, and the Flora defensive backs are doing the smart thing, Brian. They are moving back and far, back. Trips left, one to the right. Nobody in the backfield with the quarterback, Connor Bierman. He looks to his left. He throws that direction, hit as he throws, and it's picked off. Picked off by Flora, by Daniel Lewis. He comes up the left side, and he'll get shoved out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. And I got to tell you, if you're the Flora Wolves and you want somebody to pick off the final play of the half, Daniel Lewis probably your best bet.
Yeah, put him or Cole Young back there, and you got a decent shot.
That will do it for 2 quarters of play here at Burt Dancy Field. After one half, it is Newton 28, Flora 0. We'll be back with halftime stuff for you after these words.
With over 90 years of combined automotive repair experience, Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They are your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. For your convenience, call 665-3666 for free local pickup and delivery, because at Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Come see my daddy with down the woods.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
And welcome back here to Dancy Field. Bruce Dickey here along with Brian Wees Turner. Appreciate him sitting in tonight. Jamie had to be out of town tonight. That's
See, the important question I have right now is, I'm better than Jamie, right?
So far, so good, buddy. You're doing a
I'll
great
take that.
job. So far, so good. As Brian has been getting folks to help him out with the statistics. We'll have statistics for you here in just a second. I'm checking scores from around the area. West Frankfort, with 6.5 minutes left in the second quarter, leads Heron 27-7. They go over the scoring here in tonight's contest as the Newton Eagles lead 28-0 here at the half. Newton opened the scoring on a 19-yard touchdown run up the middle. The extra point was good from Cuccinelli. And actually, Giuseppe Cuccinelli is 4 for 4 on the extra points. And that was with 8:20 to go in the first quarter. Second touchdown, it was Barthelemy from Connor Bierman, a 13-yard pass. And that made it 14-0 with 5:11 to go. Basically, the second play of the second quarter, Dawson Phillips scored on a 35-yard run straight up the middle. The Newton Eagles made their way to the 35-yard line of Flora after a 15-yard penalty. I believe that was face mask, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
And then it was rounding out the scoring for Newton in that first half. Aaron Buttery on a 13-yard run. Thank you.
I'm aware of what my writing looks like.
It's difficult. And again, Giuseppe.
There's a reason I do this on my phone.
That's right. Giuseppe Cuccinella again with the successful extra point try.
Yeah, 17,
do you have
coming in?
Do you have some statistics?
Got some statistics.
Let's have them.
I think we're hitting refresh as we go here.
All right.
Good news for Flora. Plays, they've only run 3 less than Newton.
Well, that's good.
29-26. Total offense, though, 241 yards to 62 yards.
You need to move that thing closer to you, by the way. There you go.
We're good to go there?
Now you're good.
Didn't want to stay in place there.
Yeah.
241 yards to 62 yards. Newton dominating line of scrimmage, just pounding up the gut, mixing in enough of the pass there to keep Flora guessing there. First downs, 13-3.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that'll get you up 28-0 in a hurry.
Yeah, and it was a struggle for Flora to finally get a first down early in that second quarter, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. First 3 possessions, I believe, were 3 and out. Bierman, 2 of 9 passing for 20 yards. They're getting most of their damage on the ground. 33, 5 for 87. That is the Dawson Phillips.
Yep.
Buttery, their leading rusher coming in, 8 for 82. And then Bridges, 4 for 41. All 3 have a score. And then Tarr, the smaller guy, 3 for 11. Some hard yards for a smaller guy, though.
That's right. Been doing a fine job. Do have a couple of other scores to bring you. You can talk about the baseball tonight. Milwaukee ended up defeating Colorado. Shut them out 4-0. The Rockies will limp home, needing a win on Sunday to keep that series alive. Also earlier today, Houston Astros defeated Cleveland 7-2.
I forgot that's our rivalry series.
Who?
Cleveland and Houston, me and you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
I got Houston, you got Cleveland.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Who you picking?
Houston.
I took Cleveland. They're down 0-1, aren't
Yeah.
they? Oh, doggone. Boston leads New York 5-0. That's in the bottom of the 4th inning. Boston off to a nice start. And the Dodgers will tee it up against the Atlanta Braves here in about a half an hour. Elsewhere in the world of sports, Georgia Tech playing Louisville tonight. That's in the 3rd quarter. Georgia Tech leads 31-17. And Marshall and Middle Tennessee tied at 10 points apiece in the first half. Other high school scores at halftime, Nashville leads Pinckneyville 10-3, and it is Marion over Centralia now 21-7.
Always root for Marion.
Why is that?
Kerry Martin.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
26 years of playing or covering football. He's still my gold standard for coaches.
Why is that?
Gary is one of the better coaches you'll ever see and a better human being.
Is that right?
Yeah. Always said he's a molder of men.
Yeah. He's been coaching now for 25 years.
Let's see. I graduated in 96. He left here in 94. He was here for 4 years. Coached for a few years before that, I believe, Sparta. Come from Salem, but high school ball over at Salem. Pretty good quarterback back in the day.
Yeah, yeah. So almost 30 years coaching.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Well, here at the half, it is Newton over Flora, 28-0. I'm Bruce Dickey. That is Brian Turner down on the cameras for us tonight, doing an outstanding job. It is It is from the video editing class of North Clay, Chloe Kessler and Carly Blank. And we'll be back after these words.
Are you looking to start a DIY project or new home construction? Come see us at Zinc Building Center. We can help with interior, exterior, and commercial doors. Need some new siding? Whether it be vinyl, stone, or cedar shake, we can help. How about roofing? Call us for a free estimate on a metal or shingled roof. We also deal in lumber, cabinetry, paint, plumbing, and electrical. Stop by and see us on Route 45 in Louisville.
Come see us.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Welcome to the world of custom embroidery. Shirt Tails is here to service all of your embroidery and screen printing needs. From ball caps to teddy bears, we have it all custom made for your business or personal needs. We also sell Green Mountain grills and all the necessary products for your backyard barbecue. Call us today at 662-2451 or stop by 134 West North Avenue in Flora or visit us online at shirt-tails.net.
Hi, this is Craig from Salem Tire Center. Our business is getting you on the road and keeping you there. That's why we're a proud provider of the Michelin tires, including the Michelin Defender family, Michelin's longest lasting tires on the road. Stop by today at Salem Tire Center, Route 50 and I-57 in Salem, or call us at 548-5045.
Commitment. At Salem Rural King, Commitment is serving your community the way we would want to be served. Commitment is a newly renovated store with more hard-to-find items for the whole family. Commitment is knowing that when you shop at Rural King, you'll find everything you need in one stop. Farm, home, sporting, automotive, clothing, and much more. Come on over to Salem Rural King and experience our commitment for yourself. 1410 West Whitaker in Salem.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
At Rollinson's in Salem, we take pride in offering American-made appliances by Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid, plus we service everything we sell. Shop our showroom of cabinetry and countertops. Not sleeping well on your current mattress? Hurry on over and see what Serta quality is like. Our flooring stands alone in selection and price, bringing you Mohawk brands that you know and trust. Stop in today and let us help you get the best results for every room in your house.
Life is made up of moments. We care about those moments as much as you do. We are Modern Woodmen, a fraternal financial services organization, member-owned, not stockholder-run. Since 1883, we've supported families, strengthened communities, and helped people reach their financial goals. From protection to saving to retirement planning, let us help you plan for those special moments in your life.
For career opportunities or financial planning, call me, Justin Harness, your local Modern Woodmen representative.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jagger's Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jagger's Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jagger's Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
Napa Know How.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Country Roads Realty goes the extra mile to take you home. Managing broker Jessica McCleary, along with Terry Weedman and Judy Reed, bring commitment, integrity, and results, as well as 21st century technology to the business of real estate. Virtual house tours are always open at countryroadsrealty.net. Call Country Roads Realty at 842-SOLD and give Country Roads the chance to earn your business and add you to their long list of satisfied clients.
I'm Mike Dye from Max Dye Incorporated. Since 1964, we've been doing business with one simple idea. Treat people right and they'll come back. So whether you're shopping for a new GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or pre-owned vehicle, or need service, we can help. Our qualified sales representatives and expert auto technicians provide you with straightforward, no-hassle shopping and service every time. Come see what we mean when we say hometown friendly, the way car shopping should be at Max Dye Incorporated in Salem.
Welcome back here to the Burt Dancy Field here near the campus of Flora High School. Bruce Dickey here along with Brian Weeze Turner. And the Newton Eagles lead the Flora Wolves by a score of 28-0 at the half, and it will be Newton football when we get back to business in about 3 or 4 minutes. We mentioned earlier tonight, Brian, you would be remiss without saying doing a Larry McGrew-ism, which we both did.
Yeah.
Oh, you did Old Mercy.
Mercy.
And I did one of my old favorites, Oh, Bill. But you make a great point, and I had forgotten about it. I knew about it, but Bill Thompson, who used to do games he did games for WNOI for many years, and then Newton for many years, passed away recently, and we would need to give a shout out to at least to his memory, right?
Yeah, in his memory, his family. Bill did a lot of ball games.
Did you work with Bill when you were?
When I worked at WNOI, I did some games, or worked with Bill a little bit. So definitely going to miss him.
Yeah, he was a really nice guy, and both the towns of Flora and Newton are weaker with his loss.
So we mentioned the horse connection pregame, and Bill had that connection with both programs as well.
How many years did he broadcast up there? I think it was probably about 12 or 15.
Here in Flora or
in
Newton? Yeah, see, I think he left there right before I went to Fairfield. So
that'd be about that
13, 14.
Yeah. I believe you are correct. So yeah, that was
maybe a little bit after.
When I would switch over, I would switch the game after I left my game. I would switch over to WNOI.
And we always game hop.
Yeah, they would always go a little late because who knows why? Maybe because there's Larry McGrew in the booth.
Yes, you'll have that.
And you would just get used to, oh, Bill. And, we'd go to hospitality rooms and say, oh, Bill, in the hospitality room.
Larry McGrew is a local legend.
Yes.
My first sports writing assignment up here when I was still working for Smitty, McGrew would bring his handwritten game notes in, and Smitty made me type those up. Larry'd go home after a game and write the thing out from memory and not miss a play.
Wow.
He was that kind of guy that he can write everything down from memory.
Holy
now, reading
moly.
his handwriting was impossible. Thanks, Smitty.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, the Flora Wolves are set to kick it off to start this second half.
Newton's going to come out, look for a couple of scores early here.
Yeah, Newton is 12 points away from putting this game into a running clock situation. Kicking off for Flora will be, they changed numbers.
Number 60.
I don't have a 60.
That's a solid point.
And he does kick it away. It'll be a short one. It's loose, and that's who's got it. I think the squibber was intended to get through, but it will be Newton football. Blake Johnson
That's one of those hard to tell
for the Newton.
If that was a squibber or an onside on purpose, or
I think I don't think it was onside
I don't
on
believe
purpose.
it was either,
I think it was a squibber, and I think it just kind of got stopped up early by the front man. So Newton will start at their own 45-yard line, and again, I think what they're trying to do, Brian, is keep the football away from Connor Bierman in a returning situation.
Again, is a solid strategy.
Smart.
Flora's defense played better the second quarter there. See if they can maintain some of that.
Buttery, the tailback, takes the handoff, and he is pushed backward. Like you said, Weeze, nice job by the defensive line. Gunnar Tillery in on the first hit.
That's a great football name.
That is a great football name. He's 285-pound senior.
And that was one where they blitzed a couple of gaps inside and brought 5 or 6 guys in the backfield immediately. I would say they brought the artillery.
Woohoo! Second down and 12 for Newton. They have to get across midfield to about the 45-yard line of Flora for a first down. Back to throw, Bierman. He has his man. It is caught by Ferguson, and he's going to get close to the first down. I don't know if they're going to mark him quite there. Going to be out of bounds just a yard shy of the first down. He's at the 46-yard line of Flora.
Nothing fancy about that pass route there. Ferguson just kind of drifted and found the hole in the zone.
Well, you know, that's the thing. Bierman has not really thrown to the flat like that since the first play of the game when he tried to hit Colton Good. Bierman has that one man wide to each direction, and
I think the center forgot to snap the ball.
Center was a little late. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty here on third down. It'll put it back into Newton territory.
They always said never trust the shrimp at a Chinese restaurant or a slow center.
Yeah, slow center's a bad idea. That doesn't work. That does not work. So third down and 6 for Newton. It's a break for the Flora Wolves. See if they can get a stoppage here and get the ball back. 2 men split out wide left. I formation again. Handoff goes to Buttery. Buttery again is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Great play by the Wolves, Blaine Dickey.
So Dickey right there on that counter run. Fullback right, tailback left. DN stayed home.
So good confidence in their offense here. No, they are. Looks like Newton will send out the punt team, I think. Either that or they're bringing in different offensive linemen.
And this is one where I don't punt from here, but most do.
Newton will punt. Adam Bridges set to kick it away. He has Connor Bierman in front of him, so the fake is in potential. It won't be a fake as the great punt from
Line
Bridges.
drive.
Gathered at the 15, coming straight up the gut. Getting away from traffic is Lewis. Daniel Lewis, he could not get away from Buttery. Aaron Buttery sprinted downfield and kept Lewis from turning the corner.
It was Good that got there first on that line drive kick. Just didn't break down, but it made him get vertical instead of horizontal. Horizontal instead of vertical.
And the Wolves will start in their worst field position of the evening, back at their own 19-yard line.
Time to run the annexation of Puerto Rico.
What's that?
Do you not remember Little Giants?
I've never seen Little Giants.
Bruce.
Is that the one with Ed,
Rick Moranis?
With Bundy? Ed Bundy?
Yes.
Handoff goes straight up the middle. Nice yardage, nice run there. Good hard running by Jared Sons. He'll pick up 4.
Nice little quick hitter. That's the first time we've called his name.
Yeah, he did a nice job, and getting up slowly is one of the Newton Eagles. He looks like he's dealing with a cramp, possibly. And that is Adam Bridges heading to the sideline.
I believe that was Suns' first carry of the
They've thrown the ball to him a couple of times, but I think you're right. I think that's his first time.
Yeah, he's got 14 catches. That was his first run.
2 men split out wide to the right.
So his Suns' run would be Anarchy.
In the UK or what?
Sons of Anarchy reference.
Oh, man. Bad snap and having to fall down on it is Gavin's sons, pardon me, Jared's sons. As the snap was off and to the left.
Shades of the early season there.
Yep. You know, that's the thing. You keep bringing up things I haven't watched. I don't watch Sons of Anarchy or didn't watch Sons of Anarchy.
It turned into an awful show. You didn't mention much.
Really? Do you watch the Mayans thing now?
No.
Okay. I didn't know. First 2 or 3 years, though, that was pretty popular.
First 3 seasons, I loved it. That's
really
how bad it got at the end.
Huh. So 2 men split out wide each direction here on 3rd down and 13 for Flora. They need to get out to the 29. Back to throw is Smith. He's got time, and the ball is almost picked off. It was tipped by Buttery, intended for Lewis. And, boy, that ball was just hanging in the air like a piñata.
Like 4 different guys had a chance of that, or technically 3 different guys because one of them had 2 chances.
Yeah, that's right.
4 different chances, 3 different guys.
So Flora will kick it away on 4th down and 13.
Reminds me of a guy I know that's on marriage number 8, wife number 6.
Oh. Do I know them?
Yes,
probably I do. High snap. He brings it down nicely, Austin Smith. And the fair catch is caught at the 41-yard line. That's where the Newton Eagles will begin their next possession. And I tell you what, outstanding work by Austin Smith to get that football away right there.
He climbed the ladder to get the snap and then got it off with pressure coming.
So 8 minutes, 48 seconds remaining in this football or in this 3rd quarter.
Newton Ball Boy almost went down running back on that one. That grass is getting slick out there.
It must be. The Dew hopping in. Bierman with 2 men split out wide to the left takes a look at his defense. He'll go back to throw, looks to his left. It is caught. Nice break there on the first man by Stanley, and he's got the corner. He's down the sideline inside the 10-yard line. Jacob Stanley with outstanding running after the catch.
Said made a quick move inside, but opened up outside. Couldn't see who the safety was that had the angle to finally track him down. 22.
Yeah, I believe it was
Lewis.
I think it was Lewis, Daniel Lewis. But, boy, he stepped out of bounds earlier than that, out at the 16-yard line. I thought he made it farther than that.
Yeah, we missed that.
So 1st and 10 for Newton at the 16 of Flora. Under center, Bierman now throws that's going to be a lateral, isn't it?
They called an incomplete pass.
Boy, that
I think
sure
they're
looked
checking.
like a lateral, as the officials will not even talk about it. It'll be an incompletion. Brian, that was a lateral.
Depending on where the quarterback threw, because it went out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage, but it may have been a yard or 2.
That went out of bounds 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he took the snap and turned.
We've already discussed the lack of hair. Surely they
All
wouldn't
right,
have
we're not
missed
going to talk it. We're not talking officiating. How's that? All right, we're not going to talk officiating. 28 points down. We're not talking officiating. 8.5 minutes to go in the 3rd. Under center, Bierman. He pitches it to Buttery. Buttery on the right side cuts back against the grain. He's still chugging his feet. He's still chugging his feet. They blow the whistle at about the 12-yard line. So a pickup of 4.
Hit his little spin move, kept the knees high, and actually broke free right as they called a progress.
Yeah, they called forward progress, and I think you're right. I think he might have gone on to score, don't you?
I think so if they don't blow the whistle there.
So,
of course, Flora will tell you they only let up because of the whistle.
That's right. Exactly right. 3rd and 6. 2 men split out wide left, 3 to the right. Nobody in the backfield with Bierman. It's a run all the way, and he runs up the gut into the end zone. Touchdown, Newton, with 7:51 remaining here in this third quarter. It is 34-0 in favor of the Newton Eagles. You saw when everybody got out of the backfield, you had to think something's up.
QBIs, so.
Yeah. And he just ran straight up the gut. Outstanding run for Connor Bierman. Cuccinella set to kick the extra point. High snap brought down nicely by Good. The kick is blocked. Good job by the defensive line of Flora to get in there.
Looks like Smith.
With 7:51 remaining here in the third, it is 34-0 in favor of Newton. Back after this message.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Welcome back here to Flora. The Newton Eagles dominating tonight. The offensive line has, for the most part, had their way. Flora's had a couple of good defensive possessions, but for the most part, the Newton backs have had their way. Been able to.
So the defensive stops have been the exception and not the rule.
That's true. That's true. Cuccinella set to boot it away. Lewis to let it bounce, and he picks it up at about the 17. Yeah, he'll head straight up the sideline, and he's shoved out of bounds at the 35. But, yeah, you're exactly right, Brian. He had a great hop on that for him.
That's one you pray for as a shortstop, let alone a kick returner.
Doesn't usually happen like that. You're exactly right. So the Wolves will have it. 1st and 10 at their own 36. They need to put some points on the board. It's been a struggle here tonight for this Flora offense.
Say 34-0. This is the part where you're playing for pride.
Yeah, and you got to get points on the board. Flora yet to be shut out this season. A handoff goes to Sons, and he is met and dropped in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of several.
So he barely got the handoff before he was hit, spun around. That was 55. Anthony Cameron. He's been in the backfield a couple times tonight.
Has had a nice football game.
So he's playing that nose spot.
7 minutes, 20 seconds left here in the third period. Loss of 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
So Flora in that 4 receiver set. Newton's been a 3-man front most of the game and still making stops up front.
That 3-man front has been outstanding. You're right, Brian. They really have.
Blitz.
Back to throw is Smith. Looks to his left. He's got a man. And it is caught and inbounds. Oh, they're going to trying to recognize the.
I thought he tapped one in. I don't know about the second one, but
it
I thought
is
he
a
got
catch.
One in. Yeah.
It is a catch. That's what the officials are discussing. And an outstanding catch, a gain on the play of 25 yards all the way up to the 41. I thought he got both feet in, Brian, really.
So I know he had at least one. Yeah, he did a nice little job of toe tapping there.
Sure did. Little ballet down the sideline.
Wasn't a whole lot of separation on the play either. Defender just got turned around a little on it.
Yeah, very well done.
Nice
Nice
catch.
catch.
With a blitz coming from the left side there.
Andrew Conrad
Smith got drilled.
Andrew Conrad with a nice catch. Smith in the shotgun. He has Sons beside him, and he's going to throw to the right side. It is caught by Cole. And he gets inside the 5-yard line into the 2. Attaboy. Cole Young with the reception. A long one of 40. Make that 38 yards, 39 yards inside the 5-yard line. How about that?
Bierman's had a great game all night, but he got caught staring in the backfield on that one and let Cole Young get right behind him out of that slot spot.
Cole Young took advantage of his speed as well, Brian. You bet he did. And it will be 1st and goal for Flora inside the 5-yard line at the 2. They've had trouble running the football. Let's see if they'll try it. Suns in the backfield along with Smith. They're going to throw, looking over the middle, incomplete.
Looked like he had Cole on the outside on that one, too, if he lays it up for him.
I thought he did, too. Cole Young was heading the other direction. It was intended over the middle for Andrew Conrad.
The outside corner followed the outside guy in. Young popped wide open, but he already thrown the ball.
Conrad heads to the sideline. He'll be replaced. In for his spot is Jace Helm. Second down and goal inside the 5 at the 2 for
Stacked
Flora.
up on the left here, set of twins.
Smith hands it off and nowhere to go. Still on his feet, however. Suns is going to lose a couple, however. Boy, they had him in the backfield. And he makes, even though he loses 2, boy, Brian, he could have lost 4 or 5 there. He was in
like
trouble.
a fun college knot. He just kept chugging along.
Yep. That's nice. I like that. Into the huddle.
As a kid that came in with no carries, and he's had a couple of hard runs now.
He really has. Going to go under center now is Quentin Smith. And they're moving the linebackers up. Quarterback sneak. Did Smith get in? No, he shoved backwards. Let's see what he picked up on it. Just trying to go off that.
So this is an area of the field where I like having a tight end, and Flora doesn't have that.
Going off the right hip of your guard, or probably the right hip of your tackle, left hip of your, or right hip of your center, left hip of your guard, and just wasn't there. Picked up maybe half a yard back. So big play for Flora. 4th and goal at the 3. Football laying right on the extra point line. 2-man split wide right. Back to throw is Smith. Looks that direction. And it is incomplete, but it's going to be pass interference. Penalty on Newton is going to go against Jackson Barthelemy.
That play was never there, but they got bailed out by the penalty.
Yeah.
Defender had position, didn't need to do anything.
He did, though. You know, he did kind of get a little grabby there toward the end. So that'll put the football at about the 1.5 yard line. And that's where Flora will have a brand new set of downs.
That was one where they tried that back shoulder that Newton hit early, but from a lot closer.
No automatic first down. I would have thought it'd be an automatic first down. Yeah, that should be a first down, shouldn't it? Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, timeout is taken by Newton. We'll check out, see if we can't figure out what the down situation is.
4 on the box, 1 on the
They still have 4th down on the board. We'll be back after this message. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop. Welcome back here to Flora.
Paging Gary Moore. I need a rules question.
No kidding. Where's Bill Book when you need him?
Yeah, it was a 4th down play, pass interference.
So Flora now looking at 4th down from inside the 2. And if that is the new rule on that, that's the new rule on that.
School board says first, but 4th on the box.
Back to throw is Smith. Looks again. He's going to fade into the corner. It is
Tell me he caught that.
Touchdown.
He went up and climbed the ladder.
Cole Young with an outstanding catch on the right side of the end zone. There go the fireworks. And the Flora Wolves are on the board. Yeah, I think she was ready for it this time.
That was well covered. QB just laid it up, and Cole Young went up and got it.
He went up high for it. You bet he did. And that puts the Wolves on the board. They trail 34-6.
I think I've seen that kid do that a few times on some rebounds.
I believe you're right. Wolves will go for 2. Smith is under center. A little bit unusual, and he'll hand it off. Suns tries to get around the right side. Did he get in? He did. So with 4:50 to go here in the third quarter. It is Newton 34, Flora 8. We'll be back after this message.
For over 43 years, Bandy's Pharmacy has been your locally owned prescription for better health. With locations in Salem, Centralia, Mount Vernon, and Irvington, our fast, friendly, and professional pharmacists will take the time to explain your medications and give you the peace of mind that you deserve. Bandy's is also the area's largest provider of quality medical equipment solutions, and with a huge selection of medical uniforms and supplies, Bandy's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment truly is your prescription for better health.
Welcome back here to Burt Dancy Field here in Flora as the Wolves have gotten on the scoreboard. The first 2.5 quarters went, Brian, it was looking like they would be possibly shut out tonight, but boy, that drive, they just turned it on, didn't they?
Came in, hadn't been shut out this year, and finally got a drive put together, did most of the damage through the air, most of it to Cole Young, who came in with 35 catches, 3 touchdowns, so that'll give him 4 now.
And an outstanding catch over here on the sideline also by Andrew Conrad. And a short kick again is going to be fallen on by the front line of Newton. That'll be Blake Johnson picking up another return.
Don't see too many 22s on the front line.
No, that's probably a pretty good smart move to put him there because he's been active. 1st and 10 for Newton at their own 47-yard line.
Expect Newton to come out and try to grind this out here.
One would,
which pretty much guarantees they throw the ball.
Yeah, one would presume, but yeah, that means Bierman's going to toss it.
I don't see Bobby Petrino over here.
That's cold. He throws it to the right. It's caught by Good. Good makes a move. He's going to be shoved out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. Nice hit to put him out there by Austin Smith. Also, it was Conrad holding him up.
Say Smith's a tough-nosed kid.
Yep. 2nd down and a short 2 for the Eagles. Good took a good little.
Injuries, you hate to see him take a shot.
That's
like
what I was saying. Good took a good shot after coming off a concussion protocol. I'm glad to see him get up and jog back to the huddle with no effects. Back to throw is Bierman again. He intended for Ferguson, Kendall Ferguson. Well defended, a little bit behind him. So it'll be 3rd and short for the Eagles.
23, Andrew Conrad got a little shot there, and then winds up, looks like he's cramping or hurt his wrist or shoulder or something.
Well, he got the shot on Ferguson.
Yeah,
didn't
he took the shot, and then he hit him, but he's the one that come away the worse for wear.
I saw him holding his wrist or something down there on the
looks like he's limping
near the end zone. Yeah, he may be.
Might want to throw the ball that way.
Struggling. 3rd and short, handoff straight up the gut, goes to Buttery. He's got the 1st down and plenty more. Across the 30, inside, and he gets away from one tackler. He's inside the 10. Boy, oh boy, what a run. Austin Smith had his jersey at the 20, and he just about ran out of his jersey, Weez.
There's not been a whole lot of times the big boys in the Newton backfield have been brought down by the first guy.
No, that's right. So 1st and goal inside the 10-yard line for the Newton Eagles. Chester leads Carmi after 3, 28-0.
They list him at only 160, but he runs tough.
I don't know about that. He has it again inside the 10, inside the 5. Touchdown, Newton. They go up 40-8 with 3:43 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Nice scamper straight up the middle for Aaron Buttery.
It's his 2nd score of the game.
Smooth. Just a little salty. I see that wasn't as good.
Question
either.
is it grass-fed?
Probably not. Probably not.
I'm actually kind of curious if Buttery has any turnovers.
That's nice. The extra point attempt is good with 3:43 to go here in the 3rd quarter. It's Newton 41, Flora 8. We'll be back after this message.
It won't always be new. It won't always be clean. It won't always be flawless. But it'll always be yours. So how do you know it'll be protected? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, take simple steps today. At Country Financial, when you're ready to start, we're ready to help. With auto insurance.
See me, Alex Atwood in Sisney, for your insurance and financial needs.
Here's a score update, another one. Benton has led, they led 6-0 most of the way.
Jumped out early, yeah.
Now they lead 8-0.
Got a safety.
Got a safety. I was thinking, how'd that happen? They got a safety. They lead Massac County 8-0. We'll have Massac County against Salem 2 weeks from tonight. We'll be over in Marion County as the Patriots from Massac come up to play the Salem Wildcats non-conference game. Cuccinell's kick is away, gathered by Lewis at about the 12-yard line. He moves to his right, then his left, gets away from one man. He's shoved out of bounds at about the 28-yard line, and they're going to call holding against Flora. That's a late, yeah.
Newton cheerleaders now, 179 jumping jacks.
Oh, you're keeping track.
Or I'm a math genius.
That's one or the other. Which
one do you think?
You're keeping track.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. It's what's the term for the summation like that? The sigma.
Auto sum? No. That's an
Excel.
Excel.
It's auto sum on the computer.
Yeah.
Factorial is the when you're multiplying.
I know it's not a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
That's Pythagorean.
Good old Pythagoras.
Yeah, good old Pythagoras. 3.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Flora with two wideouts to each side. Jared Sons in the backfield. New quarterback for Flora. He's going to hand it off to Jared Sons.
Face mask.
As Jace Helm has taken over at the quarterback spot. Jace, just a freshman.
I know my good buddy Ralph Barber wanted a face mask on that one.
Ralph, our good friend Ralph Barber wants a face mask on every play. As the some subs in also on the defensive front for Newton.
Wide splits for the Flora line here.
You got to figure Helm's going to be probably handing it off most of the time. High snap, it's trouble, and it's loose still. Helm is going to fall on it at the 6-yard line, and that's one of the trouble when you have a center, an inconsistent center. Quentin Smith at 6 feet, Jace Helm at just 5'7". You got to make sure you have a target on the right in the middle of the quarterback's jersey.
That's one where freshman quarterback just trying to find it after the bounce there.
Yeah, loss on the play of about 10 all the way back to the 6-yard line. And
we just talked about the safety in the other game, and he doesn't catch that, and not, or at least bat of the way a little bit. You might have one there.
Yeah, that was heading to the end zone. You're right. You're right, Brian.
They went back under center this play.
Yeah, handoff goes again this time to Jared Sons, and he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So the Wolves will have to kick it away.
This part of the night where the numbers get a little harder to read. I believe that was Dawson Phillips on the stop, though.
I think you're right.
As one right after the handoff, he was there.
Back to kick goes Austin Smith. And
these long snaps have been an adventure.
That's right. And the Newton Eagles should be in outstanding field position.
So he can't back up any either.
Good snap. Kick is away, and it's a good one. Moving up on it is Bierman, and it gets past him. Is it going to get – it'll be recovered by Flora, I think, in bounds, right? Or did it get out of bounds? It did get out of bounds. So it will be Newton football.
So neither one of them really made a demonstrative signal. There we go.
Newton football.
Wasn't expecting to break out.
Well, you know, that's the thing. I was kind of surprised Bierman didn't try to go after the football a little bit more.
Kind of went right through his basket there.
Yeah.
But he was also running up on him. Momentum may not have allowed him to get back.
That's true. That's true. Starters still in a skill positions for Newton. Bierman along with Buttery and Phillips. With a minute and a half to go here in the third. Handoff goes to Aaron Phillips. He's going to be dragged down from behind, but not before carrying Landon back for another 4 or 5 yards. Going to be a gain of about 6 or 7 on the play for the Eagles.
That's one of those plays where you can be dragged down and dragging at the
Yeah.
same time.
Gain of 6. Second down and a long 4. For the Eagles.
Hadn't been a whole lot of formation variety here.
No,
from
it's
either
been
one of these teams.
It's been for the Eagles. It's been basically I formation.
That's
Back to
open.
throw is
Post.
Bierman. He's got his man over the middle. Caught. Touchdown, Newton. Jacob Stanley. The 26-yard throw and catch for the Newton Eagles. They go up 47-8, and they are going to attempt the field goal to go up, or an extra point, pardon me, to go up 40.
Alex Weil, number 5 there, DB, just let the man cross his face on that post route.
I think he was kind of surprised they were throwing on 2nd and 5 like that. I was kind of surprised they were throwing on 2nd and 5. Let's put it that way. Good the holder. Cuccinella the kicker. Good snap, a little low gathered, and kick is away and good. So, with 49 seconds remaining in the third quarter, the Newton Eagles take a 40-point lead, 48-6. We'll be back after this message.
At Back & Body Works Chiropractic, we help you feel better naturally. Our naturopathic treatments are for the whole family, from newborns to the elderly. We offer auriculotherapy for smoking cessation and appetite control. We use acupuncture to improve health and well-being in the mind and body. Our high-quality supplements are made from organic, whole foods and herbs for adults and children. We also offer exercise classes for women of every age, size, and fitness level. We are conveniently located at 101 South Main Street on the Square in Louisville.
Call my mommy.
Huh? Did you? Welcome back to Burt Dancy Field here in Flora. The Newton Eagles now lead 48-8. What's the factorial now on
222.
That's a lot of jumping jacks. You bet.
I'm
Good
not
kick.
doing them.
Gathered at about the 11-yard line. Heading the other way, Daniel Lewis is going to be caught from behind by Jacob Stanley.
They danced and had nowhere to go.
And the clock will roll now that it's a 40-point game. The only things we'll stop for are injuries, timeouts, and touchdowns.
It was an important extra point kick.
The kick did make the mercy rule kick into effect. And as a matter of fact, the Newton coaches have left the upstairs and gone down to the sideline.
See that a lot of times in the second half of Fairfield games.
Yeah, the scouts head down when they feel the game is winnable or won. Flora probably will not snap the football. Quentin Smith back into the football game for the Wolves. That's the end of 3 quarters. After 3 quarters of play, it is Newton 48. Flora 8. Will be back after these messages.
Have heavy rains done a number to your driveway and walkway? Call the Driveway Doctor, Jeremy Carter at Carter Trucking in Fairfield. The Driveway Doctor will make a house call, determine the pothole prognosis, and cure your ailing driveway and walkway. Carter Trucking prescribes riprap, sand, pea gravel, white rock, river rock, decorative rock, mulch, and more. Need dirt, grain, or even equipment hauled? Just call 842-2022 for delivery in Clay and surrounding counties. From Carter Trucking on Williamson Drive in Fairfield. Dan's Electric in Flora, Fairfield, and Noble is always ready to help you, whether the days and nights are frosty and cold or hot and humid. As a supplier and servicer of all major HVAC brands, Dan's experienced and licensed technicians are ready to get to work for you. Take care of your interior comfort with affordable heating, cooling, electrical, geothermal, and generator systems with reliable customer service from Dan's Electric.
Subs are in now on the defensive side for the Newton Eagles as the clock will begin with the start of this play.
As well.
Handoff from Smith goes to Jared Sons, and he'll pick up about 4 or 5, maybe 6 yards out across the 25-yard line to the 26.
So they've been basically odd man front all night, switched to an even front here.
Give him the 27-yard line, and Flora's in a hurry up. Smith shouts the instructions to receivers to each side, hands it off again to Lewis, straight up the gut. He's still going.
Nice run.
He's across the 40-yard line, across the 45 is where he's finally brought down. So I tell you what,
This
Daniel
one where-
Lewis seeing a little bit of fresh legs out there.
This one was head coach Brian
Harmony
Tackett
Jared Sons
challenging his team to get some yardage here. You know the subs are in, but you still want to finish strong.
That's exactly right. Quentin Smith at the quarterback. Hands it to Sons, and Sons is going to get the corner turned. He'll pick up about 4 or 5, gets across midfield.
Mixing it up, little left, little right.
Or just right on midfield, and a gain on the play of 4. As the Wolves, with the clock running, do continue to run the quick offense. Good snap. Toss outside to Cole Young. Gets away from one man, heads down the sideline, and he's going to get the first down, still on his feet. Brought down at about the 40-yard line and ran up the back leg of one of his teammates. Ran right up on Peyton Blanchett. Well, Peyton's fine, heading back to the huddle.
Flora receiver got away with a block on the back on that one, but
Get away with a lot of things under a running
Yeah.
clock, Brian.
It's kind of like baseball in a run roll game. That strike zone's getting a little larger.
Yeah, they do at that. After 3 quarters, DuQuoin leads Anna Jonesboro 21-14, and they are driving. 1st and 10, Flora at the 40. Handoff, fake handoff. Throw to Cole Young. Young is going to cut down the sideline, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds at around the 33-yard line. It's the kind of drive that Flora wanted to get going earlier.
They've got a rhythm going now.
They really do, and that's the difference between the first string and second string for the Newton Eagles. The first string defenders, see them standing over here on the sideline.
Yeah, they were able to disrupt rhythm.
And they're asking their younger teammates to try to do the same. Handoff again to Sons. He'll have a first down as he gets across the 30 to around the 27-yard line. 9 minutes to go here in the football game.
I like seeing the number 32 get the ball for the blue and orange here.
Was that your number?
Yes, it was.
Did you ever get the ball?
No.
That's what I was wondering. Did they ever throw it to you?
Yeah, occasionally.
Okay.
A strong side corner.
All right, I see. Oh, you're defensive specialist,
That's
just
the
like in
story I'm
volleyball.
sticking to.
There you go. Handoff again to Sons, and he's brought down in the backfield. Big tackle there by big old Riley Schaefer, 5'9", 250-pound sophomore. And Sons ran right into him. That's going to be a loss of 3 on the play.
Not much you can do when you get penetration straight up the middle.
Next week, Flora will hit the road as they'll head to Carlisle. Carlisle 1-5, playing Salem tonight. I would expect the Wildcats to knock off the Indians. Back to throw is Smith, and it is caught. Nice catch by Trey Robinson. Picks up about 8. What?
First time we've heard his name. That's a quick little slant route. That's a route, if you can find the lane, that's one most high school quarterbacks complete.
So that cuts that 2nd and 13 down to about 3rd and 3.
So I always try to teach defensive backs to shade that inside shoulder, make the quarterback throw over you, because it's a lot easier to complete that straight in front.
That's right. You're absolutely right.
And they're playing pretty much straight up, if not outside shoulder.
Young and Boyer to the right. That's the direction that's Helm now throws. And it is caught by Young at the 10-yard line. First down, Flora.
That was a good-looking pass play. Just rolled right. That way you move the pocket in a little quick out route.
The Flora coaches will send Smith back into the game. He and
Looks like
Helm.
both of them coming in.
And Helm will stay in. You're right. Helm threw that one.
Might wonder if they try a little trickeration.
Yeah, now Boyer will head off.
Yeah,
6:50 to go, do you think?
Smith's coming out here, receiver.
It's 1st and 10 at the 11 of Newton. Helm hands it off, and a nice run before being picked up and driven backwards. Jared Sons with a nice one for Flora.
Yeah, sent the receiver out wide here. Thought he might step back and try something or set that up for later, if there is a later.
And did you see in the huddle there, Gunnar Tillery just expressed an opinion to Jared Sons by grabbing his helmet and shouting in his face. I think he's telling him, son, we're going to get you a hole, put you in the end zone. That's what I'm telling him. 6 minutes to go. Helm takes the snap, looks to his right, throws incomplete. Intended for Trenton Boyer.
Just a little high.
And that will bring up 3rd down and 6. The
Boyer
Wolves can get a first down. What'd you say?
I said Boyer had the position. You've seen a lot of basically a 3-step slant there. You plant that outside foot, break inside. Newton plays their safeties towards the middle.
Next week we will be in Salem on Tuesday for volleyball and in Fairfield for football on Friday night. Cole Young goes in motion. And back to throw goes Helm. Looks for Young. It is incomplete. Intended for Trey Robinson.
You see who's all alone on the left side of that end zone?
Yeah, well, that's what I thought. He was looking for Young, and he didn't throw it to him.
No one followed him in motion, and he popped wide open. They never looked his way.
So 4th down and 6 to go here for Flora.
That's going to be one that's a missed opportunity.
Smith will head to the sideline. He'll be out of the game. So your trick play probably won't get called. Robinson heads out wide to the left. Boyer and along with Young.
Trips right.
And Hawkins to the right. Helm to throw. He has to run for his life. He looks toward the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown by Cole Young. They did. I was going to say they finally held their hands up. They did give him the touchdown finally.
I think it threw him off guard because he was kneeling in the end zone.
How would you? What made him take so long? I thought, you got to decide if he's in bounds. And
that was a nice play by the freshman quarterback. The roll, had pressure from behind and kept his head up and found the guy.
So it's 48-14 in favor of the Newton Eagles. And I was wrong. You don't stop the clock for a touchdown on the running clock. I thought you did. I guess not. I know you do. Throw into the end zone is caught for the extra point by Quentin Smith. So with 3:40 to go, it's 48-16. We'll be back after this message.
With over 90 years of combined automotive repair experience, Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They are your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. For your convenience, call 665-3666 for free local pickup and delivery because at Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Come see your daddy with our boys.
Welcome back to Flora with under 3 minutes to go here in the football game. The clock on the roll. Nice run, nice drive by Helm right there. He did a nice job. Jace Helm for Flora.
Wolves getting the offense rolling a little bit here. Helps having the subs, but you like to put up some points for pride too.
That's exactly right. As updated score, it is now DuQuoin over Anna Jonesboro 28-21.
How much times?
First play of the fourth quarter. A lot of time. Who's Cesar have tonight?
That's a valid question I do not know the answer to.
Set to kick it away for Flora is Gunnar Tillery. He boots it. And it's going to be picked up at the 10-yard line, coming straight up the gut. Is number 80 for Newton, and I do not have 80 in the program.
You see El Dorado's only up on Edwards County 16-6. So the Lions hanging tough.
How about that? Chester defeats Carmi 35-0. Now here you don't stop it. It's a change in possession. There's only a minute and a half to go in this football game, and I don't believe this crew wants to stop it for anything. You do stop it at the touchdown. I know that. But I also know that you get a first down on a pass interference inside the 15. Handoff goes to Tarr. Marshall Tarr will pick up a few, sophomore. And there's probably just one more play to be run tonight. Flora will fall to 1-6. The Newton Eagles improving to 5-2. Again, next week, Flora heads to Carlisle. Newton next week will have Olney. They'll head to Olney. That'll be a big game in the Little Illini Conference. Yeah, that'll be a good one.
Newton just too physical up front and versatile with the passing game for Florida tonight.
And the handoff goes to Tarr. He's still on his feet, and he'll be dropped, and that will be the final play of the football game. The Newton Eagles are going to win it as they will defeat Flora tonight 48-16, and that was the last play. Here comes the buzzer, and there is your final score. It is Newton over Flora, 48-16. We'll be back to wrap things up in 1 minute.
Are you looking to start a DIY project or new home construction? Come see us at Zink Building Center. We can help with interior, exterior, and commercial doors. Need some new siding? Whether it be vinyl, stone, or cedar shake, we can help. How about roofing? Call us for a free estimate on a metal or shingled roof. We also deal in lumber, cabinetry, paint, plumbing, and electrical. Stop by and see us on Route 45 in Louisville.
Come see us.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Well, that's handy for me. Let's put it that way. Welcome back to Dancy Field as the Newton Eagles defeat Flora 48-16. How did we get to that point, Brian? Tell us all the scoring.
I say Newton 2 scores in each of the first 2 quarters. First one was Adam Bridges, 14-yard run, 8:20 in the first. Added the extra point kick. Connor Bierman hit Jackson Bartholomew, or help me with that one.
Bartholomew.
11-yard score.
I'm probably wrong.
Second quarter, he had number 33, Dawson Phillips, with a straight-up-the-gut 35-yard score. And then leading rusher coming in, Aaron Buttery finally got going. 7:22 to go in the second. That put him up 28-0 at halftime. Third quarter, Bierman, 12-yard run, followed by Quentin Smith pass to Cole Young. Finally got Flora on the board, 4:50 in the third. That made it 34-8. Buttery scored again from 8 yards out, 41-8. And Bierman hit Jacob Stanley for 26-yard completion. That made it 48-8. And Flora had the final score come in the fourth quarter, 4:20 to go. Jace Helm hit Cole Young, 7-yard touchdown. Gave Young 2 scores, 48-16.
That'll wrap things up for us here tonight. Remember, next week on Tuesday, we'll be in Salem as the Carlisle Lady Indians take on the Salem Lady Cats in volleyball. And then next Friday night, we'll be in Fairfield. It's homecoming. The El Dorado Eagles will travel to Fairfield to take on the, at this point, undefeated Fairfield Mules. They are 6-0. They play tomorrow, and we'll be on the air for that at 6:30. Brian, thank you so much for helping out here tonight.
My pleasure. A little rusty coming back, but we got there.
Great job done by the video editing class from North Clay High School. Chloe Kessler and Carly Blank on the cameras. They did an outstanding job. For those ladies, for Brian Turner, my name is Bruce Dickey. Thanking you again for watching tonight's tonight's presentation of Flora football on Wabash Catch TV, and reminding you tonight's final score: the Flora Wolves fall to 1-6, Newton improves to 5-2. Your final score: Newton over Flora, 48-16. So long from Dancy Field.